Suit up tonight. He was the top overall pick for the Bears in this year's draft. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We can get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we can take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12.
Blast off. As Circus World boldly goes where no circus has gone before. Feel the big bang as Tina the Human Cannonball flies high.
Defy gravity with an upside-down rocketeer. Perky poodles, soaring aerial acts. Plus, camels, llamas, horses, and ponies orbiting the ring.
Jugglers, zany comedy, and space cadet music invite you to Blast Off! To family fun at Circus World.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells.
right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Midday Drive with Matt. I'm broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. Hopefully you're having a good day so far. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. Yes. And it's not as warm as it was yesterday. Got my synthwave music playing here. Always got that going on. Beats to listen to chillax to. You know what I mean? It's a Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far, that you are enjoying the ride with the Midday Drive as we start off here broadcasting live from downtown Elgin. This is your host with Matt and also Joey later tonight for Drink of the Day. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I am going to be definitely educated on some of the alcoholic beverages to try out here too. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. Taking a look here at the temperature wise and what we're expecting to be seeing here for the rest of this week and also into next week. We see today only partly cloudy. As we're seeing right now, we have a little bit of a wind speed of about 7 miles per hour currently happening, as also predicted too. And it's going to continue on going into tonight with it being partly cloudy early in the night. Then we get into later in the night. We do see a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Thunderstorm chance at around 9 p.m. or so. Now, as of right now, I'm not really seeing as many clouds to the point where it looks like it could be. But again, you never really know until it actually happens, or it doesn't actually happen. We see for tonight, low of 68 degrees. And again, chance of rain and thunderstorms. That's going to be happening throughout the night. Then it does get to cloudy with showers into the very early morning for Friday. Friday, we see scattered showers throughout the early morning, and then also into a little bit into the afternoon. Then it does start to clear up a little bit here as we get into the rest of Friday afternoon, evening, and nighttime. We do see a high of 85 degrees as our high for temperature-wise for Friday. We see a low of 67 degrees as we head on into Friday night. That, again, is a predicted temperature for the day. That's going to be for Friday. We see a low of 67 degrees as our low for Friday night. Now, when we head on into Saturday, we are going to be seeing a high of 89 degrees. It's supposed to be mostly sunny predicted throughout the whole day. So that's going to be very nice. We do see a low of 65 degrees as our low for Saturday night. It is predicted to be sunny pretty much throughout the whole day for Saturday. So if you have some fun activities planned out for the Saturday, it's going to be a great day to go on outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. We are officially also now in the month of August. Happy August 1st. I know we're getting closer to the school year here. Boo. But you know what? There's lots of different fun activities that you still have a chance to do. I know it is supposed to be a little bit more raining for later tonight and tomorrow, but then Saturday and Sunday, it's supposed to be nice weather. So do some fun weekend activities. Don't let the fact that the school season's coming up stop you there. Now, of course, maybe some parents might enjoy it with the kids being at school, but I remember, I've said this so many times before, that I never liked having to go back to school. About a weekend or so of the school season, then I usually started to kind of get into the swing of things, as did pretty much everyone else. So usually a week or two goes by once you start school again, and then things are kind of back on the schedule of how you remember it. So there you go. There's still time to do fun activities. Absolutely. So Saturday, again, is going to be a high of 89, low of 65. Going to be beautiful weather out there. Sunday, going to be the same here with beautiful weather, with it being partly cloudy throughout the majority of the day, which also could interpret it to mean that it's going to be mostly sunny with it being partly cloudy. High of 88 degrees for Sunday, low of 68 degrees for Sunday night. Then we start off the first week of August. Or, first Monday of August. We see here high of 82 and a low of 65. It is predicted to be showers throughout generally most of the day. Most of the day is predicted to be mostly cloudy with showers. It's going to be happening here. Don't see thunderstorms, but showers. Scattered thunderstorms into Monday night. That's a low of 65 degrees. By then, it'll be a little bit more into the 70s, so a little bit more humid. Tuesday rolls around, continuing on with the showers, rain and showers, and mostly cloudy skies throughout the majority of it's going to be happening at night, and then also into the majority of the morning. We get to the afternoon, it does start to clear up a little bit here with it being mostly cloudy, and then eventually partly cloudy by the time dinner time time frame runs around or starts to appear. That's for Tuesday, dropping to a low of 59 degrees for Tuesday night. Wednesday, we see a high of 77. We are going to be seeing a clearing here with it being mostly sunny into the morning and also into the afternoon. Then we do start to see it become a little bit more cloudy as we get into Wednesday night. Again, a high of 77 is the peak height of temperature for Wednesday, with it dropping down to a low of 59 degrees as we get into Wednesday night. Thursday rolls around. It is predicted to be partly cloudy outside. We see a high of 76 and a low of 59 degrees, predicted to be partly cloudy throughout the majority of the day. Mostly cloudy into the very early morning, in the middle of the night, really, for Thursday. So that's the predicted temperatures, what we're going to be seeing here for the rest of this week, and also into next week as well. Taking a look at inspirational stories. We got some inspirational stories here. This is brought to you by, sunnyskies.com. I always like to bring up their website here. So we got some good, interesting stories here. I'm going to go into, let's see, fun and amazing stories. Let's go back a little bit further and see maybe some of the older stories that still are equivalent to today. So let's take a look here and see anything in particular. Okay, here's something. Now, this is under fun/amazing stories. This was posted back in June. It was June 12th. It's called When to Use and Avoid Your Car's Air Recirculation Button. Now, this button in my car, I'm like, I don't usually press it. I'm like, I don't know. So let's dive in to see what this is actually about here. Understanding when to use your car's air recirculation button can significantly impact your driving comfort and vehicle efficiency. Facebook user Will Morrison recently highlighted this important tip in a post that had quickly gained traction among users. So let's see what he writes here. He writes here, quote, most all vehicles have a recirculation button with the AC controls in their cars. I know I do. But many of us are unsure when to use it, like myself. Well, the easy answer is to use it in the summer and turn it off in the winter. The recirculation button simply takes the air from the inside the car and recirculates it into the cabin instead of pulling fresh air from outside. On days like sunny days like today are a little bit more hot and humid. When it is miserably hot outside, today it's not too bad. Yesterday was a little bit more toasty. If you do not recirculate the cooler air in the cabin, then your AC system is pulling hot air from outside and trying to cool it. Using the recirculation feature will get your car cooler and will decrease the wear and tear on your AC system. Side note, if your car has been baking in the sun, it's better to roll the windows down and turn recirculate off for the first minute or so to get rid of the super hot air inside the car before turning the recirculate on. They also write here, quote, any time you are stuck in traffic, this is for summer or winter time, be sure to use the recirculate. If you are pulling air from outside, then you are pulling in all the pollutants and carbon monoxide from all the traffic. Studies show that recirculating your AC can cut down the pollutants entering your vehicle by 20% when stuck in traffic. This probably could very much be true, especially in the fact that there's times maybe you have air coming in from outside and there could be, a truck right in front of you, and then it's like, what's that smell? That could be it too with the circulation. So just a little nice little helpful tip that's been posted out there. Very nice. Thank you for that. That was on sunnyskies.com. Sunnyskies.com. Taking a look here at traffic, this is by ABC7Chicago.com. Let's kind of go a little bit more towards the Elgin area along the Fox River Valley and take a look and see. So traffic seems to be a little bit lighter as of right now. On 90, it seems to be pretty good. Coombs Road, I'm seeing here as well. It looks like traffic tends to be a little bit heavier as we get closer into Nestler Road currently right now. Also, there is a little bit more on State Route 47. We're seeing a little bit more of heavier traffic currently right now. When you get closer to 72 there is what we're seeing. So, and then of course, when it comes to the construction end of things, some road closures here and there, still happening, of course, right now on South State Street, with it just being compressed to one lane for the bridge replacement until the summer of 2026. So you'll still be able to, of course, go there. It's just US 20 is being reduced to one lane for that particular. Getting into South River Lane and North Bennett Street, a little bit heavier traffic right now, but not too bad. Nothing that we're seeing in particular that's very heavy, of course. Like I always say, I've been saying here too, you get closer to the city, that's when the traffic tends to be a little bit more slower during especially the rush hour when people are ready to get home from work. as well too. So very good to take a look at. This and more can be found on abc7chicago.com/traffic, going into the traffic report, telling you exactly what's going on, updated as well too. So very nice. You can even take a look at the AccuWeather as well as live webcams, including State Street and Chicago Theater. You can view all that information listed there as well. Taking a look at the FoxValleyMagazine.com, let's take a look at some latest of the news. Okay, so this was recently posted, and this is not only a staple in Geneva, but they are also a shop show end of things. Geneva staple, this is Stockholm's Brew Pub at 306 West State Street, is temporarily shutting down after a fire. So this is good information to put out here. Stockholm's Restaurant and Brewery, as we know, very popular for their burgers, their monthly specials. We've talked about that before on the radio shopping show end of things. They're going to be temporarily shutting down after being hit by a fire Wednesday evening is when this happened. According to a message on the Stockholm's Brew Pub Facebook page, at about 9 p.m. Wednesday evening, staff was informed by a nearby restaurant that had smoke and was billowing from its exhaust hood on top of the building. It says here. And things got a little heated, they said here last night, folks. We have some unfortunate news to share at about 9 p.m. on Thursday night. It says our friends at Niche Restaurant notified our staff about smoke billowing from the exhaust hood. The Geneva Fire Department responded quickly, enlisting the help of St. Charles, Batavia, and Elburn departments as well. They are grateful for the swift response, as they were able to contain the fire before it got much worse. Luckily, no one was hurt. However, they are currently closed right now. So the Geneva Fire Department was called in, and with the assistance of other local departments, they were able to contain the fire with no injuries reported. The damage is unfortunately rather extensive, and Stockholm's will be closed until further notice. Here. So just throwing that information out there as well. The monetary damages caused by the fire have not been released at this time. So it doesn't mean that they're closed permanently. It just means that they're closed until further notice. So we'll try to keep you up to date on that as well, especially since they're on the shop show end of things here. So that is for Stockholm's Brew Pub of Geneva. That was posted on the Fox Valley Magazine. Now, you can also find events on foxvalleymagazine.com. I did mention yesterday about the Festa Italiana returning to the Napier settlement. That's coming up Friday through till Sunday. That's going to be a fun time. North Aurora Days is coming up. This was posted today. This is Friday through Saturday, August 2nd and 3rd. It's North Aurora Days. Fun activities for the whole family. The Village of North Aurora continues the North Aurora Days tradition of providing a fun-filled weekend of activities and entertainment for the whole family coming up this Friday and Saturday. So it's already tomorrow and Saturday. Community events will also spread throughout the town. They're going to be having from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. this event, including food, drinks, games, music, all at North Aurora Days. Food vendors, beer and wine tents, lots of bands, including the Blues Brothers, who were actually out at Mott's Lounge last week. So that's going to be a lot of fun, too. They're also going to be having Spoken For performing there, sponsorship tables, and you can also find free shuttles to off-site parking at Snyder Elementary and Jewel Middle Schools that are going to be available from 5 p.m. to midnight. And into Saturday, August 3rd, food vendors and beer and wine tent are going to be there. Bands Generation are going to be playing, as well as one that is to be determined at 8:30 p.m. Sponsor tables continuing on, as well as their free shuttles. You're also going to be able to find out their community-wide events. So they have a community garage sale currently going on now till Saturday, August 3rd. Touch a Truck, Saturday, August 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And also the Fishing Derby, Saturday, August 3rd from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's going to be at Willow Lake Park. And there's already registration that already did go through. The registration's already over for that one for the Fishing Derby. And then they're also going to be having a softball tournament Saturday, August 3rd. It's from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Fearn Park. Should be a good time if you want to check it out. Something else here, too. The annual Stolp Block Party is coming up tomorrow. This is also in Aurora. This is a nice little block party that you can go to if you want to check it out. It's 2 Auroras downtown. This is a Stolp Avenue. It's Stolp block party. So Stolp Avenue is going to be closed off for the block party between Downers Place and Galena Boulevard as live art and food trucks take over the street. I'm telling you, lots of fun things to do in the Fox River Valley for the summertime, as well as just in general, too. Live music will be performed at the Millennium Plaza Gazebo featuring Le Grand Band from 6 to 9 p.m. Lots of different food. Billy Brick's Pizza is going to be there. Altiro Latin Fusion, Craft Urban Aurora is going to be there. Charlie's Creamery, lots of cool places and things to do. So check it out. Block Party coming up tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a free event, and it welcomes all ages and abilities. Very nice. That was posted onto the events under foxvalleymagazine.com. Pardon me. In the latest of news, CBS 2 News, Pritzker has had vetting interviews as possible running mate for Kamala Harris. This was written by Zach Spector of CBS News, Chicago. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is being closely considered as a possible running mate for Vice President and anticipated Democratic presidential nominee, Kamala Harris. Multiple sources familiar with the process tell CBS News the governor was among those who had had Zoom interviews with the team on the Harris campaign responsible for vetting potential running mates. CNN reports the second of the two, which was conducted on Wednesday, included former Biden White House counsel Donna Remus, who is helping run the process. Pritzker has also submitted thousands of pages of documents and have other prospective Harris running mates. A spokesperson of Pritzker would not comment Thursday. Pritzker has previously declined to discuss the issue. And then there's more into the article here as well. The Democratic vice presidential nominee is expected to be revealed by Monday of next week. There you go. And then Pritzker also does say here, quote, "It's been an honor to have been elected twice as governor of the state of Illinois. I really enjoy the work. Sometimes very challenging, but always the opportunity to serve the 13 million people of our state. There's not much that would pull me away from that job. Whatever happens in the process that I understand is going on, my job is to make sure that we win in November, so I'm going to work hard to do that," end quote. So that was posted recently today on cbsnews.com. Taking a look here, the time is 3:26. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more of the Midday Drive with Matt in just a bit, so stay tuned.
In the mood for some great barbecue but just don't have time to make it yourself? Carry out Coleman's Barbecue on Elgin's East Side at 79 Clock Tower. Coleman specializes in ribs, tips, chicken wings, seafood, and sandwiches with sides like coleslaw, potato salad, and dessert. Try Coleman's Exotic Mild Sauce. It's the bomb. You can also buy sauce in gallon or pint sizes. It's prepared just right. The Coleman's way. Call 224-535-8153.
Visit the Milwaukee County Zoo this summer to enjoy so many species of fun. Home to more than 2,200 animals, representing over 340 different species. The zoo educates, entertains, and inspires. Stomp back in time with the zoo's summer exhibit, Dinosaur Discovery, sponsored by Sendik's Food Market. You'll be astounded by the gigantic and scientifically accurate animatronic displays. Touch, feel, and learn about the role of predators in the ecosystem. Running through October 5th. Visit MilwaukeeZoo.org.
The weather is getting better, and we know it's the time when ladders and DIYers come out. Before you start any new outdoor projects, ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any type of work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Hey there, this is Marky B from The First Shift, inviting you to join Brian Anderson for his new radio show, Kane County Speaks, every Thursday from 9 until 10 a.m. during the final hour of my morning show. It's an election year, and Brian will discuss important local issues and interview local candidates from the perspective of Kane County Speaks. The show will feature open phone lines for your thoughts, comments, and questions, and the chat room will be open at WRMN Radio on YouTube. Kane County Speaks is citizen-driven and focused on making Kane County a better better place to live and work with goals of freedom, security, and prosperity for all. To learn more about their grassroots organization, you can check them out at KaneCountySpeaks.com. Let's discuss the issues of Kane County so that you can get involved and make a difference too. It's Kane County Speaks every Thursday morning with Brian Anderson from 9 until 10 a.m. during the first shift, right here on WRMN, AM 1410, and at WRMN Radio on YouTube.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast right here on WRMN, 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Noory with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Welcome to the brand new Avid Hotel, Wisconsin Dells, Lake Delton, where the essentials are done right every time. All while in the water park capital of the world. Make a splash at Noah's Ark, America's largest water park. Or at the Land of Natura, Wisconsin Dells Natural Water Park Experience. Family fun at Knucklehead's Trampoline Park. And enjoy train-delivered food at Buffalo Phil's Pizza and Grill. Start your day with our free all-around breakfast featuring rotating hot items and freshly ground premium coffee right here in the lobby. And a 24/7 fitness center. The new Avid Hotel, 1273 Kalahari Drive, Wisconsin Dells. Call us at 608-404-7600 to book your next getaway. 608-404-7600. Once again, that's 608-404-7600.
Welcome back, folks, to the Midday Drive with Matt. Oh, there we go. A nice long ring. It was blocked by some tacos that I have here. They're off camera. You can't see them, but thank you to Sonar and Dean for getting me some good tacos. Very nice. They're delicious. Definitely recommend trying them out. So taking a look here, I did go through some of the news. Went through the traffic report as well. And I also want to continue on going through. There was something else that caught my eye here, too, which I do want to talk about. And then after this, we'll go into our Tradio segment. And then we'll also, if you've been listening in here, too, talk a little bit about the new lineup here that we're having. Very excited about it. Coming back to the midday. Now, I mean midday. I mean the lunchtime hour. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. You know, back when I did the 10 to 1, you remember the days, right? If you've been listening in, if you're familiar, when I used to do a radio shopping show with Matt in the mornings, 10 to 1. I'm back on again, 10 to 1. It's going to be happening in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for more information to come, but I'm going to look forward to it. I'm going to be covering arts and entertainment. I'm going to be having interviews. I'm looking forward to that, too. I've been working behind the scenes here, making sure we get some good interviews. I've been having the staff here has been helping me out very much, so greatly with getting stuff up and running too. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I know it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It absolutely is. It already is fun as it is right now. It's going to be even more fun. I'm looking forward to it. Get me all energized in the morning, cup of coffee ready, talking about some great places. And I'll also be going out to places too. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for more info on that. But this is something that did stand out to me here. This is on dailyherald.com. Now, this has been this way. It says here, quote, "It's been like this for 20 years. This is a long-stalled subdivision that is currently being rebooted in Wakanda." Finally, being rebooted. So, 20 years later, work is getting underway to complete the Highland Terrace subdivision north of downtown Wakanda. This has been written by Mike Zalvasak Zalvislak of dailyherald.com. Writing here, quote, after 20 years, the Highland Terrace neighborhood just north of Bangs Lake and downtown Wakanda is set to be finished. A new company, Elgin-based Northmark Homes, is taking over where the original builders left off when the economy tanked. So this is officially now starting to happen again. A permit has been issued as construction and construction equipment is ready to go for the with a model home at Highland Terrace in Wakanda. Infrastructure was installed and 21 units of the 81 planned for the community on North Main Street and Regency Court were built before the work stopped back in 2004. Northmark had approvals to complete the job by building 60 new units in 12 buildings on either side of the court. Unless you know the background, it's hard to tell. The site actually is an unfinished project. The developed space has been kept up. Or the undeveloped space has been kept up. But now they are finally starting back to it too. That should be a lot of something exciting to look forward to if you're in that area. It has been manicured and mowed. It's been like that for 20 years, says Jeff Pellick, president of Revco Ventures Incorporated, a real estate investment firm. Northmark is a division at Revco. And now they are starting to get it started back up again. The original development began in 2004 when the property was annexed and zoned by a developer's agreement to construct 16 buildings inked. And now it's back up and running again. It's going to be starting pretty soon. So I know it's taking a lot of time here, but if you're in the familiar area here, good news for the neighborhood. Very nice. That stood out to me. I thought I would read that to you folks. Don't forget to check out our website, WRMN1410.com. Click here to listen live. If you are watching live on YouTube.com at WRMN Radio, feel free to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you can always keep up to date with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and with WRMN, covering the Fox River Valley. And it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't. Don't forget also here to check out our website for Radio Shopping Show and of things as well. I'm going to be live for Radio Shopping Show coming up this Saturday for Restock. Restock Saturday is coming up this Saturday. Stay tuned for that. Of course, I'll be on the airwaves from 8 o'clock until 12 with my brother Ryan running Redemption Center, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. coming up this Saturday. Remember to listen in for extra special steals of deals. Don't forget, you can also call that office number 847-741-7700 to also get special in-house only deals on Saturdays. Very good to remember that too. Like I've been promoting here as well, take a look at the Shop Now section, view what we have to offer online. And if you want to do a little scavenger hunt, little changes here and there to some of the items in the pricing wise. So also, if you want to do that, feel free to do so. So with this being said here, let's go through Tradio. I want to start off here by going through the Tradio segment. This is, of course, going through and talking about previous callers that have called in within the past 2 weeks. And then in the near future, when it comes to the Out to Lunch with Matt, which will be from 10 until 1 o'clock, we are bringing back that Tradio segment at around 12:30. So stay tuned for that, too. That's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks or so, in about 2 weeks from now. Definitely want to stay tuned for that. So we'll bring back that official Tradio segment. I do usually read through the Tradio right now. Of course, you'll be able to call in for Tradio right now, too. If you call that number, 847-931-1410. I've got it right here, ready to go. So let's take a look here and see what we have for Tradio. Now, coming up here, we do have a garage sale. It's going to be happening already. It's tomorrow and Saturday. So it's tomorrow and Saturday. It's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So again, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The location is on the west side of Elgin at 1365 North Lisle Avenue. That's on the west side of Elgin. It's tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, what's featured here is lots of toys. You're going to be able to find jewelry. There's even some nice furniture that are going to be featured here too. I have on the listing like some very well put together wood table. They're going to also have there too like a bar, so like an old style. I think it's maybe like an old style bar that's featured there as well. Some collectible items you'll be able to find there too. Some other things as well. Lots of toys. I know it says here lots of toys are going to be available as well. So for any little kids that likes a lot of toys, you'll be able to find those there too. And household items and more too. So feel free to check it out. That's coming up tomorrow. That's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and also Saturday 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's at 1365 North Lyle Avenue. That is on the west side of Elgin. Another Tradio caller here. Another garage sale. This is coming up here. This is coming up on Saturday, August 3rd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you want to go to this one coming up on Friday, or you can go to both if you like, totally fine. But there's another garage sale coming up. This is at 1382 South Blackhawk Circle in South Elgin. It's for Saturday, August 3rd. It's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here's a list of items. They have a white toddler bed and toddler mattress, like new, only used once for a child 2 to 5 years in age. Also included wooden play railway train table set with battery-powered train, Imaginarium manufacturer too. They've got ladies' new and like new clothing, sizes 6 and 8, as well as men's new dress slacks, size 36-30. Infant/baby strollers, like new, are also going to be available there too, including also here are children's bed rails for kids who are in the first years. Maybe like 1 to 3, 1 to 3 or so. Also, an electric edger with a green cord is also included, and also office chairs. And again, many other household items and children's toys are also included here too. So again, this is a garage sale at 1382 South Blackhawk Circle in South Elgin for Saturday, August 3rd. That's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Very nice. Another Tradio caller here. This is Wood by Jeff of Elburn. It's got some free items for I said free items for sale. They're free items for free, including here some garden stakes, canning jars, and fishing lures. He also does have some scrap lumber wood for free. He also has those tornado shelters as well. Now, those are for a price. You could also use them as fallout shelters or root cellars as well. He also has here, too, he has free pieces of drywall, if you're interested, half sheets and smaller pieces. He also has crown molding for a few bucks, and also some window screens that are adjustable. He's got 4 of them for free. If anyone's interested, feel free to give him a call. That is 630-365-9488. Again, 630-365-9488. Another Tradio caller here has a steam dryer. It's about 6 to 8 years old. It works great. The asking price is $325 on this. He also has here, too, a Honda Harmony HS520. It's also about 6 to 8 years old. It's got an easy start, stroke, start pull, and runs great. Also has an OHC engine. Located in Cary, you can feel free to give them a call. That number is 224-241-4859. Again, that's 224-241-4859. Another Tradio caller here has hundreds of posters. Original theatrical posters, not reprints. John Wayne posters, Steve McQueen films, Scarface, Return of the Jedi, Julia Roberts films, so much more. Feel free to check it out. Those are just some of the many that he has. 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Feel free to email Bill if you are trying to look for anything in particular. That's billsellsposters@gmail.com. Again, billsellsposters@gmail.com. That is where you can go to. Or you can also text message him too. That number is 708-793-3980. Again, 708-793-3980 is that number to dial. Very nice. Let's see here. Another Tradio caller has 15 8-foot fluorescent bulbs, $1 a piece, or $10 for all of them put together. Also has 15 4-foot light fixtures Now, they include 2 bulb fixtures on both of them. And they all come, or on all of them, and they all come with bulbs too. $20 a piece, or best offer. That number to dial is 847-697-7876. Again, 847-697-7876. Let's see here. Then we have another Trio caller has Renaissance Fair tickets, 4 of them. Good now until August 25th, $20 a piece. Feel free to leave them a message. That number is 815-895-8332. Again, that number is 815-895-8332. Taking a look at the time here, it is 3:44. I'm going to take another, pardon me, I'm going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more of the Midday Drive with Matt in just a bit. Stay tuned.
Are you frustrated with the way our world is becoming? Do you want to make a difference right here in your own community? Come to the next Elgin Township Republican meeting and be a part of the change you want to see. They are committed to making our community stronger, safer, and more prosperous. Whether it's through grassroots efforts, community service, or local advocacy, your voice matters. Help build a brighter future for Elgin Township. Get involved today. Visit elgingop.org and find out how you can help make a difference. Elgin Township Republicans, your community, your voice, your future. Meetings take place on the 4th Tuesday of every month at the Elgin Township Building, 729 South McLean Boulevard at 6:30 p.m. Hope to see you there. Let's build a better tomorrow together.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Summer Lake House offers the ultimate waterfront family dining experience, complete with rustic summer-inspired decor and a menu that highlights simple, handcrafted dishes prepared with locally sourced ingredients. The Wisconsin-inspired Summer Lake House, where you can enjoy a laid-back, family-friendly vibe with delicious modern American cuisine and handcrafted cocktails. Don't just go out to eat, go outside to eat. Summer Lake House on Lake Delton.
If you are 50 years and older, you are welcome to join Elgin State Bank's sponsored movie days at Elgin Marcus Theater. It will always be on the second Thursday of each month. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. At 9 a.m., you will hear a very brief message from Sherry Aschenbrenner about upcoming senior events, and movies will begin at approximately 9:30 a.m. Coffee and a donut is complimentary. You can always call the movie theater hotline number of 847-888-7976 to find out what movies are playing each month. The cost is $3 if you are a member of Elgin State Bank, meaning you have an account there, and $5 if you are a non-member. And for more senior information, catch Sherry's Senior Showcase on the third Tuesday of every month at 9:15 a.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
B-Lux Bar and Grill Wisconsin Dells is the quintessential American grill and bar, with refined rustic cuisine and award-winning libations. Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. B-Lux Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Mazziano's Pizza and Pastaria at Route 20 and Nestler in Elgin. There is one true fact of everyday life that never dulls: the simple pleasure of eating great Italian food. At Mazziano's, they'll make sure your dinner or lunch will be the best part of your day. Whether you have a taste for pizza or any of Mazziano's homemade Italian recipes, like ravioli or lasagna, they can also cater your party. Enjoy it any way you like: delivery, carry out, or dine in. Visit Mazzianos.com.
All right, welcome back, folks, to the Midday Drive with Matt. Got about 8 minutes or so left here of the first hour. Just the first hour, remember. We still have 2 hours. 2 hours. And it's Drink of the Day coming up tonight. It's going to be fun. It'll be educational for me, too. You know what? There might be something out there that I'm like never heard of, which is most drinks. But we'll see. I think it's going to be a good time. Drink of the Day, I might be like, hey, I'm going to try that out. I'm going to try it out. And who knows, maybe I'll become an aficionado when it comes to the Drink of the Day. We shall see. We shall see how that goes. I think it'll go well. Of course it will. Of course it'll go well. So with this being said here, I want to continue on going through the Tradio announcements. There's still a couple more I wanted to announce, and then we're also going to go to talking a little bit about some of the, as well, just things on the website. So we'll just kind of go through the website, send some reminders out there as well for you folks. So we have here another Tradio caller has 2 bowling balls with the bags, 75 or best offer on those. And she also has a banjo, too, with the case for $100 on that. If anyone is interested, feel free to give him a call. Give her a call. That number is 847-741-1205. Again, that's 847-741-1205 is that number to dial. She also says to leave a message if she does not answer. Another Tradio caller here is the 2004 Toyota Sienna. It's a minivan, $2,500 is the asking price on it, but he's negotiable on the price. Now, this is nice. He says you can come and test drive it, too, if you'd like. It's got good tires and good brakes. Also has a heavy-duty filing cabinet. It's solid wood, very nice condition, 4 drawers, 6 foot long by 2 feet tall by 2 feet wide. $65 is the asking price for it. Can send you pictures and deliver it to you too. Also has a full-size Toyota spare tire for $65. That number is 224-735-1674. Again, that's 224-735-1674. Another Tradio caller here. This is Greg. He's got the custom wheels, Fox Chrome rims, a lot of tread on them, 18 inches off 2016 Mustang. Asking $250 or best offer or similar offer. He's also looking to buy those old bicycles. He really does love collecting the old bicycles, Schwinn bicycles, lots of cool stuff. 1800s to the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. They can be in any condition, and you can even include their parts and or pieces or even accessories too. He's a collector there. He's a collector, not a dealer. He'll pay a good price on them. And he also does look for vintage Omega watches, preferably women's watches, and even some of the men's diver style watches. And again, feel free to give him a call. That number is 847-884-6033. Again, 847-884-6033. Another Tradio caller here is looking for the 1-bedroom apartment for rent in the Elgin area or Greater Fox River area too. If you want to, feel free to give them a call or a text. That number is 630-776-1427. Again, 630-776-1427. And another Tradio caller here. We got Anne-Marie. She still has some of the great holiday stuff still in packages. Christmas, Halloween, costumes, props, and even a photo holiday backdrop, as well as a kitchen playset for the kids to enjoy. It's children's toys kitchen playset for $5. And for the holiday items, she is asking, she's asking $3 each on the holiday items, or she can also do bundle deals on those as well. That number to dial is 630-666-3792. Again, that's 630-666-3792. We have Mark commenting here. Thank you, Mark, for commenting on YouTube. Says here, the man, the myth, The deal legend, Matt. I like it. Thanks again for commenting in. Thank you for being a part of the conversation and listening here on YouTube. I always appreciate it. Again, not only can you listen and watch on YouTube, you can also tune in the AM 14 dial on your radio, whether it's at home, at work, or in your vehicle. And don't forget, we also do have the app where with the touch of a button, you can listen to us anywhere, and it comes in crisp, clear, which is always nice. So even when it's like bad weather and you're not getting reception, or maybe you're in an area that doesn't get reception, it's good to download the app. The app is for free. You don't have to pay anything. It's available on Google Play for Samsung, and it's also available on Apple Store for apps, in the App Store for Apple users. You can also check out our Facebook page, WRMN 1410 Radio, and we are WRMN Radio on YouTube, on youtube.com. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow is the celebration of Leah. That's coming up tomorrow. Pardon me. That is August 2nd. That's tomorrow on Friday, starting at 5:30 at the Elgin Public House. Going out. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a wonderful time celebrating Leah. It's going to be an awesome time. So I appreciate it. Of course, feel free to come on out. It's going to be a great time. That's happening tomorrow, starting at 5:30. 5:30 is when that's going to be. Again, if you want to visit our website, WRMN1410.com is the website to go to. Now, again, we have our weekly lineup, which you'll be able to view. Starting in a couple weeks here, we're going to be having some changes to the weekly lineup. So Out to Lunch with WRMN is going to be that out to lunch time. Instead of from 12 to 2, it's going to be from 10 to 1, and I'll be the host of the show. We're also going to be having interviews. We're also going to be having people hopping on here, too. The WRMN crew will also be hopping on here and there to do some announcements, whether it's for something happening in the area or promoting maybe a sponsor, or also promoting something for their for the show later in the day. So that's the plan there. I think it's going to be good. And then we're also going to be doing an afternoon drive where it's going to be split. We're having Tammy back. How exciting. It was very nice. I saw her yesterday. It was very nice. So we're having her back for the first half, and then it's going to be sonar. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We're going to be, you're going to be able to listen in, still be going to be on the radio. You're still going to be, of course, able to watch on YouTube. So it's going to be like how it is now. You'll be able to watch on YouTube. You'll be able to listen in to the app, or also on the AM dial. So again, more info to come in the very near future. We hope you enjoy it. I think you will, especially since we've been listening to your comments about the 10 to 1 show coming back, and it is coming back. And I'm looking forward to doing it too. Earlier in the morning, I would say it's good. It's going to be good. Because I, for the longest time, was used to doing, a 10 to 1 show. So I think it's definitely going to be good. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to interviewing people too. I've already got some things in the works. With For Profit promoting their movie, still promoting the movie. I'm still doing it now too. Check out the website. This is forprofitmovie.com. They are now offering streaming platforms where streaming platforms are offering where you can rent them or also buy them too. So feel free to take a look at their website. You can find it on Amazon Prime, Instant Video. That's the popular one. Because it's big. It's Amazon. Hello. Super big. Apple TV, Vudu, Vimeo, and so much more too. So feel free to check that out. That is on forprofitmovie.com. This does wrap it up here for the first hour here of the Midday Drive. Hopefully you're enjoying the ride with the Midday Drive. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. Stay tuned for that. Looking forward to upcoming lineup. You don't want to miss out on it. Again, don't forget, coming up on Saturday is Restock Saturday. I'll be here in the hot seat, giving you the steals of deals. That's from 8 o'clock until 12. 8 to 12. And then, of course, Redemption Center will be open coming up this Saturday. That's going to be from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Attention all burger enthusiasts and game aficionados. Celebrate a century of excellence at Mott's Lounge, proudly serving the community for 100 years under 5 generations of passionate ownership. Sink your teeth into our hand-pressed fresh burgers bursting with flavor, crafted just the way you like them. And while you're here, enjoy our exclusive drink specials, perfect for toasting to our milestone anniversary. Plus, challenge your luck with our state-of-the-art gaming machines, adding an extra thrill to your visit. Join us at Mott's Lounge and be a part of history in the making. Here's to another century of great food, fun, and memories. Mott's Lounge, where every visit is a celebration. For more information, visit us online at mottslounge.com.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 4 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Brought to you by Sky Rizzi. Petitions for the 2025 Elgin City Council election are now available at the City Clerk's office. Candidates can file from October 21st to the 28th of this year. 4 seats are up for grabs with the election scheduled for April 1st of 2025. For more information, contact the City Clerk's office or the Illinois State Board of Elections. A tragic domestic-related shooting in Elgin claimed 2 lives on Tuesday afternoon on Raymond Street. A woman was transported to a hospital but later died from her injuries, while a man was found deceased at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The investigation is ongoing. On September 13th, the Illinois Secretary of State's mobile driver services will be at the Kane County Government Center in Geneva from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Services include driver's license renewals, real ID conversions, and free state IDs for seniors.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Hi, welcome to Staples.
Hi, my son's teacher emailed his back-to-school list. He needs crayons and a comp book for every subject.
Okay, no problem. With Staples Hot Deals, you'll find super low prices on hundreds of items for back to school.
Oh, now they're saying he needs folders and glue.
You got it.
And markers?
Of course.
Oh, geez.
Can we get a card, please?
Save big on back to school with Staples Hot Deals. Right now, 24-pack Crayola crayons and comp books are only 50 cents each at Staples. Ends 8/24, in-store only, limit 10.
If you're looking to get a new car, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive. Sure, you love your old car, but you know it's not normal to give instructions on how to open the window. It should be self-explanatory, but it's not. And notice how when you're in other people's cars, you can feel cushion in the seats? That's pretty nice, right? No, it's just normal. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and put the savings toward a new car. It's time. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Keeping your car's coolant system in good shape with a regular flush is really important. Let the experts at Meineke Car Care Center at 376 Sundown Road in South Elgin remove your old coolant, preventing chemical buildups in your engine. Then they'll fill your entire system with new coolant to help your engine run smoothly and prevent rust and corrosion, increasing your engine's lifespan. To schedule your appointment, call 847-888-9644.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The NFL preseason officially kicks off tonight in Canton, Ohio. It's the annual Hall of Fame game. Tonight it'll be the Houston Texans and Chicago Bears squaring off. Bears head coach Matt Eberflus said on Tuesday that top overall draft pick Caleb Williams won't play in the game. His first chance to suit up could come on August the 10th when the Bears face the Bills on the road in their next preseason game. Around the league, Rams left guard Jonah Jackson is expected to miss the preseason because of a bruised left scapula. The team said Wednesday Jackson has a shoulder injury in his day-to-day. Broncos offensive tackle Quinn Bailey fractured his ankle at practice. He left Wednesday's workout in an ambulance and is expected to have surgery in the coming days. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony is Saturday. Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, and Steve McMichael among those to be honored. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We can get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we can take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select a new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months.
The lightest, fluffiest pancakes are calling your name at JoJo's Diner, 1935 West Gulf Road in Schaumburg. JoJo's has a huge breakfast menu featuring skillets, eggs Benedict, and so much more. Don't stop at breakfast. JoJo's also offers great burgers, sandwiches, and shakes. And for mouth-watering prime rib, try JoJo's for dinner. They have such a versatile menu. JoJo's Diner is family-owned and operated, and it's one of Schaumburg's best-kept secrets. Visit jojosdiner.com today.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second hour of the Midday Drive with Matt. I'm broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. It's still beautiful outside today. Go on outside, enjoy the weather. Summer is still here. It's not over yet. We got the outdoors. Check it out. Traffic is a little bit light currently right now in the downtown Elgin area. At least on Douglas it is. And we got a nice little breeze going in through here too, with some beautiful sunshine and nice blue skies. Go outside, enjoy the day. As I say, absolutely. Fun all around. So much to do in the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying the ride with the Midday Drive as we broadcast live here from downtown Elgin. Feel free to be a part of the conversation if you'd like. Check us out on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Hit that subscribe button. Click the notification bell. You can always keep up to date with what's happening here on WRMN and what's happening in the Fox River Valley. Now, I have a Tradio announcement here that I did get on the text. Thank you again for texting. You can feel free to do that. So, again, for Tradio announcements, you can call through the airwaves here, 847-931-1410. You can also email me, Matt McNeil, at WRMN1410.com. And also, you can use our text number. Our text number is 505-926-1410. Again, that's 505-926-1410. Catherine on the text here says, Matt, sounding good. Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate it. And we've got here 58 Mike has Tradio. Very nice. So what he has here is he's looking for a Muncie transmission expert. He just needs someone who knows these transmissions. Feel free to reach out to Mike at 224-689-2061. Again, that's 224-689-2061 is the number to dial. Very nice. Very good. I know I say that a lot, very nice, but I just do, you know? So, taking a look here, we've got our website. You'll be able to find it, WRMN1410.com. Feel free to check out our website, view what we have to offer. We got some good stuff. Now, what I wanted to do is talk about the National Day calendar and also National Today, because there's a particular one that is not listed on National Today calendar that I wanted to go into a little bit of some history on, too. So we're going to dive into that, and we'll see what we've got. So today is international, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm so sorry. Mahjong Day. And what this is, I'm actually unfamiliar with what this. No, you know what? I am familiar with what this is because my mom plays it. It's a game. So it's a game. It's a way to celebrate the celebration. It's a game to get the celebration started. You can play your tiles well, or perhaps you'll honor the day with a win. Yeah, I've actually played this before. Can't pronounce it, but I have played it before. It's actually fun. So what you do is you try to find the matches by each other, but they have to be by each other in view, if that makes sense. Even if they're like stacked up higher than each other, if they're in next to each other, the same view, and they match, then you can click on them, match them, and then they disappear. So it's a pretty interesting game. It's very much, you got to look at what the different symbols are and match them up. And, so I'll explain a little bit here. It's a 19th century strategy game. It became popular in the United States in the 1920s. While we play this game with tiles, it's much like Rummy. The players meld beautifully designed tiles with the Chinese characters and symbols to earn points. Melds include Pongs, Kongs, Chows, and the mighty Mahjong. Let me see here on what that actually means. Let's see. So let me look at the pronunciation. Mahjong? Mahjong. Oh, okay. Cool. I like it. Mahjong. So that's what it is. Yeah, I've played it before. It's a fun game. It traveled great distances. It challenges people of many different backgrounds. As a result, Mahjong also breaks down communication barriers, bringing neighborhoods and communities together. Since people of all ages play, the game also bridges the gap between generations. So that's a cool game. How to observe it, of course. Test your knowledge. Teach someone about it. If you don't know how to play, gather some friends together and learn. It's simple once you can recognize the different characteristics, the characters and symbols. So again, it's matching the tiles there. It's a fun game. It's definitely a scavenger hunt game, looking for the matches of tiles. It's a good game. Today's also National IPA Day, the first Thursday in August, recognized today. It celebrates the beer known as India Pale Ale beer. You can raise your glass to the India Pale Ale beer, also known as, of course, IPA Day, and then you can enjoy the day with the family and friends while supporting your local craft brewers. Nice. The IPA seems to have developed out of the idea from the 1700s when shipping ale to India, adding hops to the beer increased the longevity of the brews. The brewers thought that hops preserved the beer for long voyages to hot climates. One London brewer gained attention for his ability to brew this particular style of beer. George Hodgson shipped many casks of pale ales to India from London. However, no one knows for sure when or who coined the name India Pale Ale. Interesting. I have an ancestor who was a sea captain. He might have maybe even done that too. He was stationed out in Bermuda. So there's where some of the family ties come in. Originally coming from New York was the Barclays. The Barclays of New York. There's a book on them. Brewers ferment barley to make India pale ales. Depending on the length of the fermentation, the tannins may cause some bitterness in the beer, even after adding the hops. While the IPA is one of the most popular types of craft beer, it also is making a resurgence in local microbreweries, like Distant Social. They've got lots of different drinks, including beers, right? Many are experiencing success at their brews and find it a way to also include it into local restaurants and pubs as well. So it's National IPA Day. How to celebrate? Get one. Get one for yourself. Going out tonight. Today's also Respect for Parents Day. Now, this is a day that recognizes the leadership roles parents play in not only a child's life, but also in our communities. Parents provide their children with the first expression of love and sense of security. As protectors and nurturers, parents set a foundation for leading and teaching children to be responsible. Each parent provides a form of communication and a way of making decisions and correcting mistakes. As a parent's role in the community is essential too. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. You've heard that saying before, and that's a village that includes a lot of parents out there too. In an effort to, quote, make our families become united and strong by recognizing the leadership roles parents have, this is how the day was born. There are words from Marilyn Dalrymple of Lancaster, California. She created the day, which is observed on August 1st. This day was created as a reminder that parents deserve and require respect, and for all to consider the values that parents have in society. This isn't limited to children only. Those who hold power over families must likewise respect a parent. How do you show respect for your parents? If it isn't something you think about much, consider these approaches as well. Now, of course, everyone's situation is different. I am very blessed to have wonderful parents as well. There's different ways, you can, help around the house. You tell them you love them every day. Give your parents some credit for your success too, if they're inspiring to you. And that is also recognized today as well. Again, I can't speak for everyone, but it's a day to celebrate, to respect for the Parents' Day. Today is also Minority Donor Awareness Day. This is also recognized on August 1st. Minority Donor Awareness Day focuses attention on the need for minority donors. Minority Donor Awareness Day, it highlights the need, especially among minorities, for more organ, eye, and tissue donors. It's an important day that is part of awareness campaign of National Minority Donor Awareness Week. So let's read a little bit about this here. Within the African American, Asian, Hispanic, Native American, and Pacific Islander American communities, there is a serious shortage of transplants. Minorities make up to 57% of those on the organ waiting list. Due to chronic conditions, minority patients see an increased need for transplants affected in the heart, kidney, pancreas, and liver. Minority Donor Awareness Day includes honoring minorities who have donated. While providing education, the day also encourages others to register as donors. At the same time, by being part of being informed also includes practicing good health habits too. The healthier the population, the fewer transplants needed. And of course, it's always good to talk to your doctor to see what works best for you. Facilities take into consideration several factors when matching donors to recipients. However, blood type is the most critical component. Ethnic groups often have similar blood types. As a result, success rates increase when the recipients are paired with the same ethnic or racial group. It's necessary to know organ donation isn't based on race or ethnicity. Anyone can donate because all organs can save lives. So that is also recognized today as well. Today's also National Raspberry Cream Pie Day. Yum, raspberries. We recently had Raspberry Cake Day the other day. So now we can move on to pies. It's taking advantage of the ripe raspberries available in this time of year. If you're fortunate enough to enjoy some of these fresh baked raspberry pies, today's a day to celebrate. Now, raspberries are the edible fruit of the raspberry plant. They grow in woody stemmed perennials. They are a very commercial crop too. It's part of the rose family, and this was actually posted, I think, yesterday onto the Raspberry Cake Day. They mentioned the same thing here. So very cool. If you want to give it a try. All temperature regions of the world grow raspberries. Raspberries were once a midsummer crop. However, with new technology, cultivars and transportation, they can also be obtained year-round. An individual raspberry weighs 0.11 to 0.18 ounces, and one raspberry bush can yield several hundred berries a year. The raspberries, very delicious. Brendan says, I love raspberry pies. Good. You know, have I had a raspberry pie before? I'm not quite sure. I've had like raspberry tarts before, which are good. I like like a homemade Pop-Tart. They're very delicious. So, yeah, those are good. And then today's also National Girlfriends Day. You know, the girls' night out, hang out with the girlfriends. It encourages women across the globe to get together and celebrate their special bond of friendships. Girlfriends fall into many categories. While many grew up together, others meet through work or college. Still, others share a bond much deeper. Sisters and mothers meet the definition of girlfriends also. Though these types of relationships cross our minds frequently, we often fail to set aside time to spend with each other. The day promotes the laughter and joys girlfriends bring. Rarely do girlfriends let another go it alone. Not only do they enjoy spending time together, of course, they support each other as well. It's always good to have someone there to support you. While laughing and sharing secrets, girlfriends offer advice and celebrate success. When it's time for a glass of wine, a chat over a cup of coffee, or to go for a long walk, girlfriends are there. So, absolutely. Definitely want a foundation of support. And a lot of them are some of your girlfriends. Very much so. Whether you have one or many, they make life better, fuller, and complete. They are the friends that can make you laugh at life's silliest things. They're the ones who can turn to you when life is not so kind. It's the simpler form. In its simplest form, National Girlfriends Day celebrates the ultimate ways life is better with our girlfriends in it. Very nice. So ladies out there going out, it's Thursday. And you will go for the weekend. There's lots of fun things to do on the weekend here in the Fox River Valley. Fun events to go to. Get some good drinks. Get some food. Go to the movies. You know, have a good time. Absolutely. You deserve it. That is on National Day calendar. Now, on National Today calendar, they not only feature what I just mentioned, as well as others. So let's take a look. So National Girlfriend Day is coming up. That was also posted on there, too. National Planner Day is another one. So National Planner Day, what it does, it's a way to celebrate the love of organizational tools. Having planners, making notes, having sticky notes, and well-organized skills can help you in your life, in your job, at home, and so much more. So National Planner Day, a way to get organized as well. Very good. And then there is also something else here today, too. Today is... let me see if I can find it here. It's a Cycle to Work Day. Now, this is where I want to tie in a little bit of history here. This is Cycle to Work Day. This is a day to, give us a chance to cycle to work. Instead of using your car or taking the bus, if you have a bike, you can cycle to work. As summer gives its way to fall each year, citizens leave their car keys on the hook and grab a helmet instead so that they can mix up their morning commutes. The childhood bliss of pedaling to victory doesn't have to be lost to the past with this celebration on the calendar. And sometimes you can even, I would say, I don't say sometimes, I mean, you always get exercise too. So it's definitely very good. So feel free to hit the roads. It's National Cycle to Work Day today. Now, I wanted to go into a little bit of history on cycling and bicycling. This is according to exploratorium.edu. Exploratorium.edu. Talking a little bit about the bicycle. Now, here's a little history here. We're going to start off with the frames and the materials. The pneumatic tire and the chain drive, followed by the development of gears, revolutionized bicycling in the late 1800s. Now, in the last 15 years, there have been a revolution of sorts in development and using new materials and building frames. And we're even seeing it now, too, with bicycles. There's a guy just riding his bicycle right now. I see it a lot here in downtown Elgin, which is phenomenal. I think that that's great. It gives a nice charm. It's not just, people who are driving their cars or walking. It's also bicycling, too. Bicycling can be a lot of fun. It's also good to be safe, of course, when you're bicycling as well. But yeah, again, in the last 15 years, we're seeing quite the revolution when it comes to developing new materials. Again, seeing motorbikes now, seeing a lot of that as well. And it wasn't really that long ago that frames were made out of cast iron or even wood. Today, bicycles are made out of exotic materials such as titanium, as well as aluminum and carbon fiber. Bicycle frames in the 1990s are actually lighter and stronger than ever before. So if you go for those older bicycles in the 90s, you're set to go. Now you take it to the 1800s. What they were called were swift walkers. Now this was by a German inventor named Karl von Drey, and he is credited in developing the first bicycle. His machine, known as the Swift Walker, hit the road in 1817. This early bicycle had no pedals, and its frame was wood and beam. The device had 2 wooden wheels with iron rims and leather-covered tires. As the name suggests, a rider walked on top of the bike with his feet leaving the ground during descents. So again, pretty cool. And then you get into the age of the velocipedes. While it might seem simple and obvious now, getting the rider's feet completely off the ground was actually a major step forward into the development of the bicycle. The rider used pedal cranks attached to the hub of a wheel to propel itself. There was a dispute as to who invented this in particular, known as the velocipede, but there's no question that it has definitely impacted the formation of what we are seeing today with bicycles, or what in modern bikes. This was from the mid-1800s. It consisted of 2 wooden tires, a front fork, handlebars and steering, a saddle on wooden frame, and pedals on the axle of the front wheel. They also received a nickname, the Bone Shakers, which, of course, I've also mentioned this too. That actually reminds me, Greg, looking for those bicycles, the Schwinn bicycles. He's also has mentioned in the past 2 Bone Shaker bicycles. So very cool. If he's listening in now, I'm sure he's enjoying this segment. With the rider now completely mounted on the bicycle, they felt all of the bumps. The early velocipedes were not equipped with absorbing vibrations. It wasn't until the development of the pneumatic tire that this problem was effectively addressed. And at around the same time, it was developed in 1888. Then you get into more with the materials of the frames. They started to put in steel, aluminum, making it more solid and more usable, and so much more too. So again, some cool history with the bicycle. Feel free to read more about it too. Definitely something to do. It's a lot of fun when it comes to bicycling. Taking a look at the time here, it is 4:26. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more in just a bit. Stay tuned.
This summer, get outside and enjoy a quick round of golf at the Twin Lakes Golf Course in Palatine. Twin Lakes features an executive 9-hole golf course with a driving range, cafe, and pro shop. Just starting the game, lessons are available. Take a couple of hours for yourself and stop at the Twin Lakes Rec Area off Northwest Highway and hit the links. For a tee time, call 847-934-6050.
Celebrating 70 years of serving the Fox River Valley, WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM is proud to inform and entertain you every day with great local shows that keep you connected with the people in your community, like the Radio Shopping Show, where listeners are encouraged to let us know about their experiences with our business partners.
We did the Japanese garden, and they had a free show at the time that we went. We went over to Denny's restaurant where we did the breakfast, and then we head off to Wisconsin Dells. We did the Pirates Cove, the Knucklehead. It was just a fun 3-day trip. So thanks to you guys.
The voice of the Valley and the home of the Radio Shopping Show. You are listening to WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Located in the heart of Wisconsin Dells on beautiful Lake Delton, the Delton Oaks Resort offers a classic Wisconsin family vacation. It's an on-the-lake experience with available cabins, villas, and studio condos, all with home-style comforts and amenities. and extra space for family gatherings, reunions, and small groups. With a private sandy beach and dock, you can splash around, swim, and boat to your heart's content. There's a pontoon boat, kayak rentals, fire pit and barbecue grills are available for use for registered guests. Book your stay and enjoy all the Ultimate Dells experience, with bonus passes to Noah's Ark Water Park. From s'mores to oars, Delton Oaks Resort has something for everyone. Visit DeltonOaksResort.com. That's DeltonOaksResort.com. Visit the Milwaukee County Zoo this summer to enjoy so many species of fun. Home to more than 2,200 animals, representing over 340 different species. The zoo educates, entertains, and inspires. Stomp back in time with the zoo's summer exhibit, Dinosaur Discovery, sponsored by Sendik's Food Market. You'll be astounded by the gigantic and scientifically accurate animatronic displays. Touch, feel, and learn about the role of predators in the ecosystem. Running through October 5th. Visit MilwaukeeZoo.org.
By love of food and wellness, Mockingbird Bar and Garden of East Dundee encourages you to eat seasonal and clean while still indulging a bit. Whether food is served fresh or wood-fired, nothing is overcomplicated. Mockingbird Bar and Garden promises to give your palate something delicious and new and aspires to be a hive of buzz and activity. Start your weekend with an espresso or complement dinner with wine, specialty cocktails, or craft beer. Visit mockingbirdbarandgarden.com today.
Beef-Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef-Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef-Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com. Welcome back, folks, to the Midday Drive with Matt. I'm broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. Still a beautiful day outside today. Go outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. Absolutely. It's not too hot out anymore. We got a little bit of a breeze, kind of a little subtle, not too heavy, but still pretty nice. We hope you're enjoying the ride here with the Midday Drive as we broadcast live here from downtown Elgin. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, home of your radio shopping show. Stay up to date with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com at WRMN Radio, feel free to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you can always keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening with WRMN and with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley. Yes, absolutely don't want to miss out on these great opportunities to listen in. Whether you're listening in through the AM 1410 dial, through the app on your phone or tablet, or also on YouTube, we've got you covered. Again, feel free to be a part of the conversation by checking out our YouTube side of things with the chat. You can also, of course, call in through the phone numbers here. That's 847-931-1410. Always appreciate those comments on YouTube. Don't forget that you can also comment live through our chat. Our chat, not just on YouTube, but also our number. That's 505-926-1410. Again, that's 505-926-1410. Now, we've got here a special guest, like always here every other Thursday for Drink of the Day. We've got Joey. How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Now, this is my first drink of the day participation. For people out there who know, I am not familiar with drinks as much. I know about Mai Tais and California Red Blend wine.
There you go.
I'm definitely a wine person, and I also like the Mai Tais and the little more fruity drinks out there too, especially for the summertime. But you're definitely going to be able to educate me, as well as others out there too, but especially me, when it comes to all these cool drinks. So, how you doing so far?
Doing all right. I mean, yeah, the weather's nice. Been a little muggy, I guess, but staying busy at the bar and, chugging along, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Now, what are your work hours here when it comes to the distance social?
Mine personally or the bar's hours?
The bar hours.
Yes, the bar's hours. So Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we open at 4, close at 11-ish. Friday, we open at 2, and we open up at 4 on Friday, and then we close at like 1 a.m.-ish.
Oh, nice.
Tuesday, we open up at 2 p.m., and again, we close like around 1. And then Sunday's our short day. You'll find us there 2 to 9 p.m.
Oh, very nice. Do you notice like a bigger influx of people at a certain time on a certain day usually?
Yeah, so I mean, Fridays and Saturdays are the big days, obviously, but yeah, like 7:30 to like 9:30, 10:30 is usually when we're the busiest.
Okay.
And we don't because we don't serve food, we don't have a kitchen, right? So we get a lot of like before dinner and then after dinner crowd.
Okay.
With that lull in between where everyone's sort of eating or doing whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know that some of the things that you offer a wide range of stuff. I mean, there's tons of different things that people
we've got
can
a bunch
choose
of
from.
stuff.
And I know that you also do serve snacks there as well.
Yeah.
So people can have little, I guess you could call it like finger food snacks?
Yeah, just some little munchies. We got like potato chips, pretzels. Elder and Oat in West Dundee makes us a bourbon cherry oatmeal cookie. Those are fresh every week. Those are really good. Chocolate bars, got like a snack mix, that sort of thing.
Okay, very cool. So yeah, those snack mix, that sounds pretty good to kind of go with your meal. And the thing about the Distance Social too is the building's from 1855.
It's old.
So it's an old building, which is pretty common when you're in a little bit more of a smaller town like Dundee or even Elgin here too. There's so many
Elgin has some old buildings for sure.
Oh yeah, this one I think is from 1929. Don't quote me on it, I don't know, but I think
still
it's
pretty old.
It is still. You can see like with the vaulted ceilings there too. So pretty cool. So again, this is the Distance Social Craft Cocktails and Whiskey Lounge. Very, very cool. Now, when did you start getting interested in being, would you consider yourself like what would you say, like mixologist?
I mean, yeah, me and the staff, no bartenders, they don't frequently, I don't know. It's kind of we don't like that term. We'll just put it that way usually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't care though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably what, I don't know if I would be, but like my bartenders. So I don't come up with recipes as regularly as I used to, just I do the management side and all of that. I still do a little bit, but like my bartender, Tom and Kelly, they're always tinkering with stuff and coming up with new recipes and ingredients to use and stuff like that.
Very cool. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. I definitely got to get more informed and educated in trying out some more drinks too. Because
and that's what we're here for. We're happy to help always.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us here.
Of course.
So let's take a look here. Again, if you want to check out their website, it's the distancesocial.com. You can take a look at their menu, see what they've got to offer, and we'll hop right into it. What do you want to start off here by talking a bit about?
Yeah, so do you want to get into the drink, or shall we, I don't know, do you have any other questions about bar or anything? Otherwise, we can
Well,
jump right
I
in.
do, because I'm not as familiar. So when it comes to, I guess, mixing drinks, I notice, like, sometimes there's, I've been to a bar before. It's not like I never have. But is it do you have to, is there, like, a limit on, like when you might be putting too much of one ingredient versus another?
Yeah, so a lot of the times we use the jigger, and really that's recommended. You measure it the same every time, right? And me and Leah in the past, and for those of you who've tuned in before, we talk a lot about just consistency and how sort of important measuring is just to getting the final product and then getting them to taste the same. But when you see those like pour tops,
Yes.
right, you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
So those you count. So each like at a second, it's kind of less than a second, but you count, and each count is a 1/4 ounce. So that is sort of how, and then eventually, you get the feel of it, and you're able to sort of determine if you've given too much or not enough. But yeah, so that's like speed measuring, I guess.
Okay. Oh, very cool. Yeah. So the speed measuring. Do you ever get suggestions from like people like saying like, oh, you don't have this, or or like suggestions on like different drinks?
Yeah. So I mean, the bourbon selection too, like people be like, hey, like you should get this bottle and stuff like that. But yeah, people will either like have an idea in mind or something that they've seen elsewhere, and they'll ask us if we can make it, and if we can, we will. But yeah, sort of I wouldn't say a lot, but a good deal of the ideas and concepts that turn into drinks on our menu come from guests coming in and ordering something weird or wanting to try something funny or something like that, and it ends up being good. So we, write it down and then workshop it and then sell it, name it and sell it pretty much.
That's really cool. So people out there, if you're interested, maybe you have a signature drink that's unique. They can make it for you here. That is really, really cool. Again, you can get whiskey and spirits. They offer cocktails, wine and beer, and tasty treats. Is there one in particular in those different categories that tends to be the most popular? Like, would you say people like to kind of gravitate more towards the whiskey and spirits or more the cocktails?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends the day. Yeah, it's pretty split. Since we opened, we get a lot more cocktail business than I would have expected, but we do a lot of whiskey and spirits as well. Yeah.
Okay. Do you usually work with other vendors as well? Like different events? Do you ever do collabs?
I don't know if we've ever done. I don't think so. So Black and Gray, the brewery that's down the street from the bar, I might be jumping the gun on it, but so we bought a barrel, our last barrel pick. We were able to secure the actual barrel it was in. So they brewed us, I think it's an American barley wine that has been aging in the bourbon barrel for a while now. So we'll have that this fall. That's a cool collaboration we have coming up.
Oh, cool. That actually, I know I'm jumping to a bunch of different questions here.
That's quite all right.
So you mentioned about aging. Are you familiar, what's the oldest that you served that you know of, or that you've even heard of before?
I love this question, actually. I have a vintage Armagnac at the bar that is from 1888, and it was in a barrel until 2021 or 2022, probably. So that's the oldest thing I've served, and the second oldest thing I've seen.
Oh my gosh, wow. So it's still good to drink it?
Yeah, so I am admittedly not that well versed in sort of Armagnac, but however, the distillate itself seems to age better over a longer period of time, and I think they use huge barrels.
Okay.
Right, so it just ages more slowly. There's the volume to surface area is different. It just takes longer. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of spirits wouldn't last that long in a barrel.
Interesting. There's one there is actually one I do like, Crown Royal.
Yeah.
And I like to mix it with Sprite or ginger ale.
It's classic.
Yeah, just as a little bit. Just a little bit.
Splash.
A little splash.
Yeah. We admittedly don't have Crown Royal at the bar.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, that's one of... it was just overlooked, I think, when we built the menu, and still hasn't shown up, but...
Well, very cool. Well, you never know. Someday you might. Do you usually get how often do you get? Do you do deliveries, or do you have deliveries of different brands of whiskey and spirits? Or
yeah, so we work with a handful of liquor distributors, 5 or 6 or 7. There's a bunch. So each brand is sort of represented only by one of the distributors. So if you're looking for something specific, you need to go through whichever distributor has that brand.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was just this year, I think, but there are a bunch of brands that I had on my shelf that are with some distributors that I'm not with currently. So
okay,
I'll have to have some new distributors on the payroll soon, I suppose.
But I looked at the menu here. There's so many different ones that you have.
Yeah, there's so many, and even as much stuff is on our menu, that's probably only scratching the surface of the actual amount of like different brands and stuff that's out there.
Yeah, there's tons.
It's ridiculous. It's fun though. There's always something new, you know.
Absolutely. We're gonna take a quick time out pretty soon, but I do have another question. I'm a huge coffee fan. Do you have any coffee related drinks?
Yeah, so we do espresso martini, which is super popular.
Okay.
Bartenders would probably kick me for announcing this on the radio because not their favorite drink to make, but they are very good from us.
I'm going to have to try it because I'm a huge coffee drinker.
And we use a vanilla vodka that we infuse in-house. So like with fresh vanilla beans, we let that sit around and we use that. The coffee, we pull the espresso fresh usually. I mean, it's always within the day. We might batch it at the beginning of shift, but it's always fresh coffee that day.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to try that as a big coffee drinker.
Yeah, they're good.
Myself, for sure. We're going to take a quick time out, folks. And when we come back, we'll discuss more here. Stay tuned with more Drink of the Day in just a bit. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter the time of the day, WRMN 1410 AM is your platform to voice your views, share your stories, and connect with the Valley like never before. We're more than just radio. We're a community conversation that's always live, always local, and always looking for your input. Want to chime in on the drive time deal with Matt McNeil? Got a hot tip for first shift with Marky B? Or maybe you've got a question for a one-on-one with Leah. Now's the time to make your voice heard by calling Studio 14 at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You can join in the dialogue from wherever you are by commenting on our YouTube live streams at WRMN Radio. Hit the subscribe button to get notified when we go live and bring your comments to the table. It's easy, it's fun, and hey, it's what neighbors do. We talk, we listen, we engage. You're not just the audience, you're part of the show. Call in, comment, and let's make radio interactive. WRMN 1410 AM, where your words are part of our wavelength.
Blast Off! As Circus World boldly goes where no circus has gone before. Feel the big bang as Tina the Human Cannonball flies high.
Defy gravity with an upside-down rocketeer. Perky poodles, soaring aerial acts. Plus, camels, llamas, horses, and ponies orbiting the ring.
Jugglers, zany comedy, and space cadet music invite you to Blast Off! To family fun at Circus World.
Open Book joins the WRMN lineup every Monday from 1 to 2 p.m. Tune in to Open Book with the Gale Borden Library as their team brings you the features and events the library offers. Educational, informational, and timely. Open Book includes the services Gale Borden Library offers, like the summer reading program. That's Open Book every Monday at 1 p.m. with the Gale Borden Library. Brought to you thanks to KCT Credit Union, where your financial well-being is their top priority.
Experience the natural side of Wisconsin Dells this summer at Land of Natura, now open. It's the first natural theme park and water park of its kind. You have to see this one. This 150-acre park is for all ages and includes Water World, America's largest floating water park, plus more than 10 attractions, dining, and much, much more. There's so much to do there. Land of Natura in the Dells, where fun comes naturally. Reserve your pass at landofnatura.com today.
America's First Responders Fest, Saturday, September 7th at Panton Mill Park, South Elgin, Illinois. Join us Saturday, September 7th for America's First Responders Fest. The South Elgin event will pay tribute to veterans and all first responders. This year's event includes Rapid Response 5K and Fun Run starting at 10 a.m. The festival hours are 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll have first responder stage tributes. There will be a classic car show from JP Car Shows. Live bands featuring Deacon Frost, Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, Jimmy Nick, and the Junkyard Groove. We'll broadcast live right here on WRMN 1410 and at WRMN Radio on YouTube. There will be food and beverage trucks, kids' activities, and market-style vendor booths. For more information and updates leading up to the event, please visit afrfest.org. Again, that's Saturday, September 7th. For more information, visit afrfest.org. That's America's First Responders Fest, Saturday, September 7th at Panton Mill Park, South Elgin, Illinois.
For local information and fun times in the mornings, listen to Marky B and Larry Jones on the first shift.
And when it's like Christmas time and Thanksgiving time, Brian has these little competitions. People ring up and they gobble like a turkey, and whoever gets the most votes for the best gobble off yesterday with a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Really? That's a great idea. That's a great radio contest. Derek has given us some great ideas here.
That's
lately.
right.
Yeah.
It's the First Shift, weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on WRMN. Are you getting ready to clock out for the day? Get ready for the ultimate midday pick-me-up. Cruise home with the Midday Drive with Matt, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Join in as I bring you the hottest hits, engaging conversations, and your daily dose of entertainment. From trending topics to local happenings, I've got your afternoons covered. We hope you'll enjoy the ride with the Midday Drive. Tune in on WRMN AM 1410 and drive your day with the Midday Drive every weekday from 3 to 6 p.m. right here on WRMN, the voice of the valley, the talk of the town.
Hi, everyone. It's
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Midday Drive and also Drink of the Day. I was going to play some retro wave music, and I got an ad right as that happened. I'm sure you get that too on, a lot of the ads.
Yeah, they seem to know how to time it at the worst times.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm trying to listen to a song or pull up something. I'm like, oh, of course you decide to pull up an ad.
Yeah.
But those advertisements, they're important for sure. Absolutely. So I know that we were talking a little bit on the break here about that you had a segment. Was it
WGN?
GN?
Yeah, so it was the Spotlight Chicago. And there was some connection through my bartender, Darwin's friend's girlfriend or wife or something works on the show. So they reach out to me and then we set it up Tuesday. If you guys want to check it out, it's just a quick 5-minute segment talking about the bar and the building and East Dundee. And then I don't know if I've talked about it on the radio. I think we have, but we call it the Delmar. It's a dice roll drink. Okay. So it's just 6 cocktails that are sort of, we don't tell you what they are. You got to roll the dice and then, or ask, I guess. But
the mystery
it's not printed on the menu.
Okay.
So we did that on the show. But yeah, the segment I think is posted on our Facebook. If you are interested, if anyone's interested in, checking it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Facebook. This is for the Distance Social. So I'll pull it up here on YouTube. So folks on YouTube, watching on YouTube can see it.
I don't go on Facebook. I think it's there. Let me know if it's not.
Okay.
So I don't continue misinforming people.
Absolutely. Let me double check here and see. Facebook for the Distance Social. All right, let's see if we can pull it up here. Do I have to be logged in? That also is something that comes up here as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Facebook, they mentioned a couple things here. Yep. So this is the Distance Social Craft Cocktails and Whiskey. This was, it was on Spotlight Chicago.
Spotlight Chicago. Yep.
Very cool.
It was fun. It's different being on TV than radio.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I'm going to definitely check that out. And it was also posted 4 hours ago here too. Their Moscow mules are always served with real copper mugs. That way you can keep it nice and chilled as well.
Yeah. Good timing because that's what I brought for us to drink today.
Oh, awesome. Well. Yeah. Awesome. And they also say it's pretty yummy there too. I've heard of Moscow mules, but I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just lime juice, vodka, and ginger beer on top.
I do like ginger beer.
Yeah, they're easy drinking. And yeah, it's kind of the recipe is how would you call it? It's sort of like a blueprint or something. I don't know, but a buck is sort of the category of drink where it's just the spirit, lime, and ginger beer.
Okay.
So Moscow Mule is the most common one, but you might have heard Kentucky Mule, which is bourbon. A London Mule is gin.
Okay.
You could do a Jalisco Mule, which would be tequila. So I have some options for us too.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool. I was going to ask you something else here too. Are you more of, when it comes to drinks, are you more of you like it very strong and dry or a little bit more flavorful sweet?
I usually probably go towards more dry, boozy drinks, but sometimes I just want, a fruity tiki drink or something refreshing. Depends the mood, but yeah, I find myself usually like a Negroni or a Manhattan, which are kind of stiffer, less sweet drinks.
Okay. Yeah, I've had Mai Tais before. I like strawberry daiquiris are also very good too. Again, also good for the summer.
Were you able to try the Mai Tai when, was it 2 episodes ago when I was on, I think I brought a Mai Tai. Were you able to try it when I had it here?
I don't. Maybe I did. Maybe I did step in and try it a little bit when Leah was here. I think maybe
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
We were passing them around, but I don't remember who all tried them.
I might have. I don't remember. I might have been. I honestly don't remember. But I'm more of a wine person. My favorite it's called Menage a Trois.
I know the wine. Yeah.
It's a cheaper red wine. It's a California red blend, but oh my gosh, I love it. It's so
I think
good.
I've had that one too. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially for the price.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I like getting that one. And then Pinot Grigio I recently had. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
I had that recently. Which was also pretty good as well, too. So, folks, if you're interested, check them out on Facebook, The Distance Social. They post pretty regularly out on there as well, too. Now, you also do feature bingo nights.
Yeah, so our most recent was last night, so it won't be till we do it the last Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
So it'll be like the 30th or something like that. Excuse me. And then we do third Thursday live music as well. So every third Thursday of the month, we have live music upstairs. And that's always super fun. And, I try to keep it eclectic, I guess. I'm trying to always find new bands to book and stuff like that, and fun stuff maybe that people haven't seen around town before.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of fun, too. Something else I noticed, I know I'm hopping from comment to question, but something I noticed about Distance Social that's unique to me is it has like a modern design but also old.
Yeah.
At the same time, like it's like the furniture looks modern, but it has like earthy tone colors, but also bright colors at the mix. So it's not like
I think the exposed brick really sort of helps the ambiance there.
Yeah.
You could probably. I mean, we sort of matched the furniture right to the colors and stuff that were there naturally. But yeah, that brick does a lot. I feel like you could put any cool furniture in a exposed brick room and make it work.
Yeah. Again, it's just something where, like you said, you can put any type of furniture and you can make it work.
Yeah, but it is super. So you've been, right?
I've never been in. I've seen pictures and I've talked about it.
Yeah, you got to come check it out. The upstairs is, I mean, the whole bar is super cool, but upstairs is super, like, since we're talking about furniture, like, really comfortable, relaxing furniture. Like, it's a great place to chill and have a drink.
Oh, cool. Do you usually get, like, I know the upstairs, they have, like, a lounge, so, like, you can, like, have, like, kind of larger parties, maybe?
Yeah, so the capacity up there is 40. There's a room in the back if you come in with a larger group. I mean, there might be people in it, but if it's empty, it's a nice sort of like larger communal area for people.
Mm-hmm.
And those spaces are available for private reservation as well. So we do, like I said, the small room in the back is like 16 to 18-ish people fit comfortably. And then the whole second floor, we call it our top shelf, fits 40 people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's good. That gets you a lot of space. A lot of space to work with. Very nice. We've got about a minute left here before we get into the jazz music coming in through here. Do you want to give everyone a little bit of a sneak peek on some of the
Sure.
The alcohol we've got here?
Yeah, so like I said, Moscow Mule is most common. That would be the vodka. We can do a Kentucky Mule today. We can do, like, I don't know what you want to call it, a Jalisco Mule with tequila, or I have Jameson as well.
Ooh, Jameson. That looks nice.
In case we're feeling an Irish Mule.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
A nice Irish. So we're going to. So are you going to decide, or you help me, or we'll see what?
I'll pick one, and you can pick one.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you like.
Sounds good. So we'll go into that. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I think I would say. Oh gosh, I don't even know. I would say maybe try a little bit of the Irish whiskey. Is kind of calling my name a little bit to try that out.
The Irish Mule probably is the most popular that we get outside of just like an a Moscow Mule with the vodka.
Very nice. Yeah. So that's going to be one that we'll definitely try out. That smooth Irish whiskey.
Cool.
Very nice. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick time out here. You're listening to the drink of the day. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm definitely going to be educated when it comes to making some of the drinks and also tasting them as well. Stay tuned for more as we get into the 5 o'clock hour. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, home of your radio shopping show. Feel free to be a part of the conversation on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. You can always keep up to date with what's happening here on WRMN. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more in just a bit.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 5 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Brought to you by Sky Rizzi. Petitions for the 2025 Elgin City Council election are now available at the city clerk's office. Candidates can file from October 21st to the 28th of this year. 4 seats are up for grabs with the election scheduled for April 1st of 2025. For more information, contact the city clerk's office or the Illinois State Board of Elections. A tragic domestic-related shooting in Elgin claimed 2 lives on Tuesday afternoon on Raymond Street. A woman was transported to a hospital but later died from her injuries, while a man was found deceased at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The investigation is ongoing. On September 13th, the Illinois Secretary of State's mobile driver services will be at the Kane County Government Center in Geneva from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Services include driver's license renewals, real ID conversions, and free state IDs for seniors.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Welcome to Staples.
Hi, my son's teacher emailed his back-to-school list. He needs crayons and a comp book for every subject.
Okay, no problem. With Staples Hot Deals, you'll find super low prices on hundreds of items for back to school.
Oh, now they're saying he needs folders and glue.
You got it.
And markers?
Of course.
Oh, geez.
Can we get a card, please?
Save big on back to school with Staples Hot Deals. Right now, 24-pack Crayola crayons and comp books are only 50 cents each at Staples. Ends 8/24, in-store only, limit 10.
If you're looking to get a new car, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive. Sure, you love your old car, but you know it's not normal to give instructions on how to open the window. It should be self-explanatory, but it's not. And notice how when you're in other people's cars, you can feel cushion in the seats? That's pretty nice, right? No, it's just normal. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and put the savings toward a new car. It's time. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
Is it noon already? Take your lunch hour up a notch with Out to Lunch from 12 to 2 p.m. right here on WRMN 1410 a.m. Unwind with the perfect blend of soothing sounds and lighthearted conversations that'll make every bite taste better. Whether you're in office or out on the town, let us serve up the best in radio company. Stream on the go with our app on Google and Apple. Because lunchtime is your time. Out to Lunch every day from 12 to 2 on WRMN 1410 a.m. The talk of the town.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you. The faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The NFL preseason officially kicks off tonight in Canton, Ohio. It's the annual Hall of Fame game. Tonight it'll be the Houston Texans and Chicago Bears squaring off. Bears head coach Matt Eberflus said on Tuesday that top overall draft pick Caleb Williams won't play in the game. His first chance to suit up could come on August the 10th when the Bears face the Bills on the road in their next preseason game. Around the league, Rams left guard Jonah Jackson is expected to miss the preseason because of a bruised left scapula. The team said Wednesday Jackson has a shoulder injury in his day-to-day. Broncos offensive tackle Quinn Bailey fractured his ankle at practice. He left Wednesday's workout in an ambulance and is expected to have surgery in the coming days. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony is Saturday. Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, and Steve McMichael among those to be honored. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We can get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we can take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Welcome back, folks, to the Midday Drive with Matt. And, of course, also, Drink of the Day. We're excited, looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be educated on the mixing of drinks, especially this particular one that we're going to be doing, too. We're going to be doing 2 different versions of it, correct? Nice. That's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. We hope you are enjoying the ride with the Midday Drive and Drink of the Day. We got Terry here on the YouTube side of things commenting. Excited about the Drink of the Day. Awesome. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. You can tune in, of course, through your AM 1410 dial, or, of course, also through the app, which is available for download for free. Google Play for Samsung users and on the App Store for Apple users as well. So let's get right into it, and we're going to introduce this drink. I'll hand it to you.
So, Moscow Mule, I mean, I guess that was the impetus for this idea, but we're not necessarily doing a Moscow Mule today, if we so choose.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just kind of timed up because you had the newsletter out, which this is our Mixology 101.
Nice.
So if anyone out there is, signed up for our newsletter, you'll have this recipe and instructions there for you. I feel like we had it somewhere else as well. Oh yeah, and you saw it on the Instagram or Facebook post. We put it as well. So
yes,
yeah,
the Moscow Mule.
Triple marketing. But yeah, super easy drink. And since you have not bartended before, aren't familiar, this is an excellent starting drink. And what I was saying earlier, the Moscow Mule is a template. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
It's called a buck, which is just the liquor, the spirit, right? Lime and ginger beer. And you can pretty much sub the spirit out any way you'd like.
Very cool.
I'll get going. What spirit would you like?
The spirit of my choosing. Well, I think we're going to start off with the Jameson's, which I have heard is the more of the popular one.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that aside from the original Moscow Mule, that's probably the second most often ordered version of the drink.
Okay, very cool.
And I might just do a classic vodka Moscow Mule.
Okay, awesome.
Why not? And yeah, I'll say the spec right now before I sort of get into it, and this is a super forgiving drink. So I know even earlier we were talking about the importance of measuring and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I mean, I will give you measures, but really, like, if I was at home, I would just crush half a lime into the cup and call it good.
Okay.
But the spec is about a half ounce of lime, 1.5 ounces spirit of your choice, and then you put it in the cup, ideally a copper mug, which is the traditional way to serve it.
Keeps it nice and cold.
It does, and it looks nice as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fill it with ice, top with ginger beer, and then the traditional garnishes, lime wheel and a mint sprig.
Very nice. So I'm seeing here too, is that that's the mint, right?
Yes,
very
fresh
nice.
mint.
Fresh mint. Very cool.
We've actually been growing it we have a building that we use a couple of doors down with roof access.
Oh, fun.
So we've been
Nice.
growing it this summer, which is super handy.
Very nice. So you start off, you squeeze the lime.
So these are super juicy ones. So I'm actually an incredibly juicy lime.
Looks good. I do like lime.
Usually a lime gives you about an ounce of juice.
Okay.
Is a sort of rule of thumb. This is a juicy boy, though. I probably could have got twice that out of this lime. Okay, and
Yeah, that does look good.
So yeah, I just crushed the lime, put about a half ounce in. I think mine might have a little more in it. Yeah, and like I said, forgiving drink and very easy to sort of tinker with.
Mhm.
If you want more citrus or you want a boozier, there's pretty much only 2 ingredients in the drink, so it's super easy to make it your own.
Nice. That's the first one you're doing. It's the Jameson's. The second one we've got.
Jameson. I'm just going to do the classic vodka Moscow Mule.
Would you say the vodka one is a little bit more dry?
Yeah, probably a little drier.
Yeah.
You're going to get more sort of the ginger and lime coming through as it's more neutral flavored.
Okay.
The Jameson, or when you do like a Kentucky Mule, you get more of that whiskey flavor, more sort of the darker barrely notes that are in a dark liquor.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, that's it. We got the liquor and the lime in. I'm just going to fill the cup up with ice, top it with ginger beer, and garnish.
There you go. And again, in those nice cups too, keeps it nice and cold. So if you're outside and it's a hot day, it definitely keeps it cold. You feel like you don't really have to feel like it's gonna melt the taste away, if that makes sense. Keeps it nice and strong. That's the thing about liquor too, is keeps it nice and strong as well. It really just kind of goes with any kind of alcoholic beverage there as well. From my own experience, of course, I'm not speaking for others, but in my own personal experience, that's kind of how it goes. So
I think the copper mugs are why these have sort of been on my mind lately. Is it's been hot and humid, and just like that nice frosty chilled copper mug has just been on my mind.
And you know what? It's creates a nice vibe too. I mean, you can even do it. I mean, you can drink it anywhere, really.
Yeah.
So that's nice too. And you don't have to like the copper mugs are cool. You know, you see a lot of those drinks, and they like have like they're in like real fancy cups, and it's like the copper mugs to me almost are more of like, it focuses on the actual drink, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's like it's built for it, right?
Right.
Kind of. Mm-hmm. As a bartender, my only critique on the copper mug is I can't tell if your drink is still full or if it's empty.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, if you're ever drinking a copper mug at a bar and you're wondering why the bartender isn't refilling your drink, they just can't see that it's empty.
So that's good for those of you out there, maybe where you have experienced that before. You're like, wait a minute, hello, why aren't you coming by? And that's why too. So now you're cutting up the lemon here.
Yeah, we're just.
Or the lime. I called it a lemon. Goodness.
Just gonna do a little
lime wedge.
Wheel garnish here.
A wheel garnish. Nice.
Let's see if it will stand. Cool. There you go.
Very cool. Well, thank you. They got the nice little mint in there too, and these are cool little straws.
So those are made of hay.
They're made out of hay.
Yeah, those are the straws we
Wow.
use at the bar. We don't have a lot of drinks that necessitate straws, but those are handy. And
Okay. Now I have to ask, when it comes to drinking these, do you recommend not mixing it and just keeping it as is, or stir it all together?
This one, I mean, I gave it a little stir. I would probably try to homogenize this one.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the drink. That's a good question, because like old fashioned, I kind of want it to. I want the sugar to kind of sit at the bottom and develop as I'm drinking it.
Well,
but
that's good.
These ones, yeah, just mix it up.
This one's good. It reminds me of almost have, oh my gosh, what is it? It almost has like a Sour Patch Kids taste to it. I don't know if that's just maybe just I have weird taste buds. But it almost tastes like a Sour Patch Kid. Like you get a little bit of the sour and the sweet.
Sour, sweet, gone, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say?
That's what they say. It could just be because you had a ginger beer, right?
Yeah, it might be just the combination of the ginger and the lime.
That's what I'm
right?
thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Because
the
ginger
ginger's
beer.
a little spicy, kind of, right? Tingly.
Yep. So it's similar to like the sour. It's almost like a familiarity if you've had it before. Yeah, this is good. And again, you got that nice little wheel on the end here too, so it's very decorative. So folks, if you want to give it a try, here's a way to do it. And that nice little mint leaf there as well, little leaf wedge. Couple of them on there.
Yeah, it's super easy to make at home, and it still tastes good. It still tastes the same if you don't have a copper mug. So like if you're feeling it and you don't have a copper mug at home, go for it. You know.
Very nice. And this is
I'm trying to think of like the equivalent volume. I don't know. This is probably a 10 ounce or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. 10 ounce.
I don't know. Just adjust your lime and liquor based on, how big the cup is.
Now this is fun to serve at parties because it's very refreshing. So it's great to have outdoors. Like maybe you're having a pool party. I could totally see, like, for example, I have, my mom has a cousin who lives in Pennsylvania, and they specialize in pools, and they have, like, a really big pool with, like, a tiki bar and everything.
That's awesome.
Could totally see her, like, serving this up at the parties. They have tons of parties at their house.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a cool pool like that, you better be throwing parties.
Yeah, so that's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit here is, like, the flavor of it, too. That's very nice. Another thing, too, I noticed... I'm getting into like grand detail on like little things like this because I don't usually pay attention to this kind of stuff. But the nice different colors, like it's like you've got like the what would you call this? Like is it like it's not quite brass or it's more bronze?
Well, I mean it's copper.
Yeah. There we go. Hey, I tell people before I'm like I'm not I have my moments.
You were half there with brass and bronze, though.
I was halfway.
There's copper in both. So
so I like the colors of it, though. It's a subtle color. And I think that I enjoy it, too. And these are cool, too. The straw's made out of hay.
Yeah, it took us a while to find, because we didn't want plastic straws and like paper straws just dissolve. But these are cool. But I don't have any more dry ones, but they're like, before they get wet, they are super brittle and they might just like fall apart. But as soon as you start drinking through them and like it gets saturated, instead of like dissolving like a paper one does, it gets like, they're like indestructible all of a sudden. They're
Very
weird.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I almost thought it was like bamboo. I couldn't quite tell. I was like, is this bamboo? I was going to ask.
They look like bamboo.
Kind of.
I mean, it's straw. It's straws, really.
Straw.
Yeah.
I like it. Now I'm starting to feel it kind of hit down here, where it's like, hitting, it's more of like, it's a little bit more of a chill. Sometimes that happens, like if you have, like, I'm sure you've had this too, like if you have alcohol, it kind of feels like it's cold.
Yeah.
Like a cold feeling. And that's what I'm getting here too. So definitely very relaxed. I don't drink much alcohol. When I do, it definitely sometimes can hit pretty fast. As someone who's Russian, you'd think it wouldn't happen. I've told people before, it's like, yeah, I was adopted from Russia, but I really don't drink much. And I actually don't care for vodka, but who knows? I think, are you going to be...
Want to try it? You got your straws.
Yeah, I got my... I kind of want to see what
Try it, yeah.
What that's like a little bit here with the vodka in it.
I think this is a good drink for a party too. I don't know if I would like make a picture of it necessarily, but you could set up like a little like a mule bar, right? And just have kind of like I have here, and you just have your guests with the lime juice, the ginger beer ready, and then the liquor of their choice.
There you go. That one is this is very interesting. So the taste of it to me. Do you ever taste something and it tastes like something you've smelled before?
Yeah.
It tastes like the smell of Space Mountain at Disney World. I don't know why. It just does.
I love that tasting note, actually.
It's like, I don't know what it is. There's a certain scent when you go on Space Mountain in Disney World. It's not a bad scent. It's just a certain scent. And it's what it tastes like. I don't know how
I'll have to go back.
I'm weird, it is what it is. But
I mean, you're tasting properly though, is when sort of like when you're learning how to describe flavor or taste nuances, a lot of it just has to do with like sort of relaying that sensory experience to like memories.
Yeah.
And then you're sort of able to like find words and descriptions through that.
That's how I always, like when it comes to eating and drinking, just in general, I don't know why. It's just I've always been that way. It's like if there's a nostalgia, I am like, I'm going to talk about it. That's like how I can affiliate the taste with.
Yeah, and I mean, everyone likes nostalgia too. So if you're able to sort of trigger that in, whatever they're smelling or tasting, like that's a heightened experience for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I really enjoy this drink. And folks, if you want to give it a try, absolutely do so. I'm sure you can also make it at home for yourself. And the cool thing too is the recipe. I do believe it's available on the newsletter. Is that correct?
Yeah. So on the newsletter, we do a monthly, and we frequently put Mixology 101, where we just share recipe and instructions. And this month's was the Moscow Mule. So
very nice.
And I use the same spec that I just described to y'all.
Yeah, I'm seeing it here too. So you get it says 1.5 ounce of vodka, 0.5 ounce of fresh lime juice, and a can of ginger beer. Now, you could probably also supplement too if you'd like. So if you don't like ginger beer, you could probably do Sprite. Or I mean, even like there's even things like you might not care for it, and then you mix it in with something else.
Yeah,
and then
ginger beer is for sure the most traditional, but I mean, if you don't like ginger beer, I would recommend to try it with something else, because I'm sure it will be good still.
Have you ever had an experience where there's a drink like a specific kind of, I guess, standalone drink that you don't like, but then when you mix it like with alcohol or something else that you do end up liking it?
I don't think so, really. I'm trying to think. I not that I can recall. Do you have one that you don't like, and then once you use it as a mixer, you do?
Well, I think more in terms of vegetables. I I don't do vegetables. Yeah, I got to be careful. See, it's already starting to kick in.
So you're like one of those who like salsa but not tomatoes or something like that, or like I like avocados but not guacamole.
I will eat vegetables if they're in a teriyaki sauce. Even ones that I hate, I'll eat it in teriyaki sauce. I enjoy it, but like without the teriyaki sauce, no.
It's just using it as a vehicle for the teriyaki sauce. Then,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Pretty much. So that can happen. And then let's see. There's something else in here I wanted to talk about too. What was it? Okay, here's one. It's Spritz of the Month. So this is a Spritz of the Month. It's called A Tropical Bush.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Bush as in the beer.
As in the beer.
Yeah.
You could also word it, like it's a tropical bush, like it's a
and that's like a passion fruits bush light spritz that we do. That's really good.
That does sound good because you got the puree.
Yeah. So the newsletter also we advertise the spritz of the month, and we come up with a new one. But or not necessarily come up with a new one, but we change it every month.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. So let's see what's coming up here. Because I want to announce this so people to know it. So Wednesday, August 14th, you're going to be having an East Dundee Village event, Wind Down Wednesday. That sounds interesting.
Yes, so East Dundee, May through August or something like that. They do once a month, the Thirsty Thursday, Wind Down Wednesday, and then they do Motor Monday car show. So yeah, the next one is the 14th, Wind Down Wednesday, 6 to 9. Is that correct?
Yeah, 6 to 9.
And we will actually have a booth out there for this one, so you can come check us out at the event, and we'll have a bunch of wine to pour, some beers, probably some batch cocktails, and then of course it's right on River Street in front of the bar, so you can always pop in and grab a drink as well.
That sounds like fun. As someone who's more of a wine person, I would say that would definitely be something to go to. Yeah, it says it's sponsored by the Village of East Dundee. It's Wind Down Wednesdays. Nice.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They'll have live music. There's food vendors. It's always fun.
Fun. Well, that's something we're going to have to take part in. That sounds like a lot of fun. They also got Third Thursday's live music is another one.
That's right. Yep. Who's coming up in August for us? Is it Brandon Reisdorf? I think we have on the 15th. Is that right?
That's on the 15th. So he's a violinist and guitar player as well as Illinois-based songwriter. So he fronts the Brandon Reisdorf Quartet, and he plays his original songs in addition to also playing with several Chicago area bands too.
Yeah,
so
he's great. He's a regular at our bar too.
Oh, nice.
So we see him frequently.
That's nice. So do you have regulars at your bar, or like people that have gone into the bar multiple times, and then you get to like talk to them and you get to like hear their life story? And
yeah, we have. There are a lot of regulars at our bar, and I admittedly don't have experience in other bars, but my understanding from other people who've worked at my bar and other bars, we have more regulars than normal, I guess, than average. So yeah, we get to know a lot of our guests quite well, and then, spending so much time hanging out, and, you start to learn about people's life stories and stuff like that for sure.
That's fun when you have a job where you can learn about other people and get to know people. That's how it is here at the radio station too. Yeah. We have regulars that stop by, and it's just fun to learn about their life and to create that relationship as part of a community too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, bartending is, and the sort of, I don't know, just having regulars is sort of odd, I guess, because like from our point of view, right, this is our job, professional atmosphere, but you're spending so much time with people who are relaxing, right, and just hanging out pretty much, and you're sort of facilitating that. So the sort of, I guess, line between like friend and guest or like professional and is weird, right? Because we end up meeting, people come to the bar and then they become regulars, and so we get to know them, and like we have like we've made friends and we hang out outside of the bar and stuff just because we met through the bar. So again, it's a weird dynamic, I suppose.
I think
I like it.
That's good, because I think what also is definitely helps out with that too is it seems like it's a laid back atmosphere.
Yeah, for sure.
When it's like when you're working there too, so that also helps out with it.
I mean, admittedly for us, I hope we always look laid back, but when it's busy, we're running. But
that happens. Yeah, when you work, there's always going to be times.
But yeah, overall, it's relaxing place to work. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it relaxing, but it's like chill. It's comfortable, you know.
That's good. That's good. And I can tell you love what you do as well.
Yeah.
What got you kind of started into enjoying doing this?
COVID-19 and free time, really. I don't think I knew a thing or two about, you know, beer and spirits before that, but I never like really got into and started sort of nerding out. But, you know, 2020, we had all that extra free time, and my other job, I was, what do they call it? Mandatory or whatever. So I still had to go to work.
Okay.
I forgot what they called it at the time.
I don't remember.
Essential.
Exactly. Essential?
Yeah, I was an essential worker. So anyway, I'd go to work and knew I was going to go home and have free time. So sort of during work, I just sort of fell into like watching YouTube videos on how to make cocktails. And it just was interesting to me because it's tinkering and it's making something. And so I would pretty much drive home from work frequently, like buy the ingredients I needed for whatever cocktail I learned and wanted to try, and then went home and made it. And then eventually I had sort of a bar collection at my house. I was able to tinker with stuff, and yeah, I guess here we are now. That's how the business started, sort of.
Okay, nice.
My dad had free time as well, and we were spitballing sort of what we're going to do with the building. And this is, I guess, where we are now, right? This is what came out of it.
Hey, you know what? And it's a good happening.
It seems to be working.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick time out real soon here. Well, actually, we'll take a quick time out now. We'll be back with more of Drink of the Day in just a bit, so stay tuned.
Kids will find buried treasure this summer as they climb aboard the pirate ship and pretend they're sailing the seven seas. Pirates Cove Children's Theme Park in Elk Grove is designed to encourage exploration and imagination for children from 2 to 9. There's so much to see and do, like Barness Bay Boats, Camelot's Castle, Pirates Plunge, Safari Express, Soarin' Schooners, and so much more. Wearing socks and gym shoes for safe play is advised. For more information, visit elkgroveparks.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Microsoft has new computers that put AI first, this special category called Copilot Plus PCs. They have minimum specs plus a chip just for AI. The company unveiling the first Surface devices with the designation, powered by Qualcomm chips, not Intel. One notable AI feature is called Recall. It lets your computer remember everything you do so that you can find files, images, and websites later. More tech news tips on Rich on Tech.
Every Saturday from 1 to 4, right here on WRMN.
Anderson Japanese Gardens, ranked the highest quality Japanese garden in North America and located right in the heart of Rockford. Their mission is to open minds to a different culture while offering a place of peace and tranquility where one can find healing, renewal, inspiration, and a re-energized soul. A premier destination for corporate functions, special events, weddings, and receptions. For directions, hours, and fees, visit andersongarden.org today. As the Elgin Police Department continues to participate in the Distracted Driving campaign, they wanted to share some tips from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website regarding safe driving. If you are expecting a text or need to send one, pull over and park your car in a safe location. Once you are safely off the road and parked, it's safe to text. Designate your passenger as your designated texter. Allow them to access your phone to respond to calls or messages. Do not engage in social media scrolling or messaging while driving. Are you struggling not to text and drive? Activate your phone's Do Not Disturb feature or put your cell phone in the trunk, the glove box, or the back seat of your vehicle until you arrive at your destination. Remember, the Elgin Police are conducting directed patrols to enforce distracted driving violations. Just drive and stay safe. A message from our friends at the Elgin Police Department and your friends here at WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Bender Dental Care, located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Bender Dental wants everyone to be informed, appreciated, and cared for at all times. To prove it, they now offer a new patient exam for just $29. That includes consult, x-ray, exam, and cleaning. Let Bender Dental help you have healthy teeth and gums for a lifetime. Located at 217 North McLean Boulevard in Elgin. Visit benderdentalcare.com.
At Knucklehead's Trampoline and Indoor Amusement Park in Wisconsin Dells, you're in for a fun-packed family experience. There's a bit of something for everyone to enjoy, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. A trampoline park, full arcade, cosmic bowling lanes, and many amusement rides located in their 80,000 square foot indoor entertainment facility. A great attraction for team building activities or just plain fun. Open daily at the outlets at the Dells Complex in Wisconsin Dells. Contact Knuckleheads at 608-254-7332 or visit their website at knuckleheadspark.com.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks, to Drink of the Day. Having a good time. I hope you are as well. Stay tuned, because the time is 5:34. We're going on till 6. Till 6! Yes. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying the drink. Never had it before. I'm having a good time. I hope you are as well. Feel free to be a part of the conversation on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Absolutely. Feel free to do so. So we were talking a little bit off air here, and I didn't make the connection about the name of the business, the Distance Social.
Yeah.
And you want to tell people how you came up with the name?
So I will have to give credit to my dad for that name, and I don't know where he came up with it in particular. I mean, it was just a sign of the times, I guess, because the business plan, like we were talking before the break, and my sort of self-education and cocktailing grew out of the sort of COVID quarantine and just all of the free time that we had, and other factors, wanting to be closer to families. My wife and I lived in New Jersey at the time. And sort of work became much more of a grind as an essential worker through a pandemic.
Right. Yeah.
So that was kind of getting old too, but yeah. We made it work, and here we are now.
Because I never ever realized that Distance Social backwards is the social distance, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's like interesting.
Yeah, and you had asked when we were on break if I had encountered anyone poo-pooing the idea, and the only one that comes to mind now, really, that we're talking about it is people weren't sure about the name.
Okay,
they were either like, is it too soon, or like it's not going to age well, but. I don't know. I mean, we're only a couple years out of it, but I think it's aging just fine.
That's the thing, too. I remember when we were in the peak of COVID, and I remember being like, oh, I'm not telling my kids about this. Well, I don't want to talk about it after it's done. And now I feel like people, I feel like I'm surprised as to how freely we can talk about it. I think maybe it's just because we are thankful that it has died down. Of course, it's still going, but
and I think we're at the point where people are starting to actually be able to process realistically sort of what that meant for everyone. I think is it I don't know, it took a couple years to remember what normal is, right? And, yeah, been thinking about it randomly as well. If that didn't happen, what would I be doing?
Yeah, because the thing is too, and it's the same thing that goes for me as well, being a radio host, I never ever thought that I would ever be a radio host.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I have to thank Leah, because she was the one that to help me boost my confidence to be a radio
Nice.
host.
Shout out to Leah.
Absolutely. So I thank you to Leah for doing that too. I also thank my parents too, because they also helped me to boost my confidence, because I was always kind of I wasn't an awkward kid, but when I got to my teen years, I was really shy.
Sure.
And that kind of carried on until like even like a couple years ago. Like this is the first year, or maybe couple. Yeah, I would say really this is the first year I feel like I'm doing a lot more.
Nice. Yeah.
Than what I used to do. So
I kind of feel the same way with working at the bar. I mean, I have a much easier time in sort of like crowds and social situations and dealing with like, I don't know, even just like out in the wild when people are acting like a fool. Like, I'm not afraid of people getting confrontational and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me like it did before, just because I'm used to it, and it happens at the job all the time, you know?
Yeah,
so
I'm sure. I know my dad actually used to be a bartender when he was in college.
Very nice.
And he's very much, he's gone through that too, where he's had to kick people out of the bars.
Yeah.
And so I've heard some fair share of stories.
Yeah,
with that, so.
We have our fair share of good ones as well.
Yeah. And it happens, you know, and you just, I feel like bars maybe have a little bit more wiggle room to be like, no, get out, you know,
Yeah.
versus like if you're like maybe like in a more professional setting. I don't mean you know what I mean.
Yeah, like a nicer restaurant or something
like
like
a fancy
that.
restaurant.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
and it's kind of a fine line for us because we're like a nicer bar, right? So like if we're at a dive bar, I could say just like, you know, get the F out of here. Or, like I can grab you by your collar and like throw you out, right? But I I have to sort of go through the steps before I'm telling someone to get lost. you know?
Exactly.
I wish I could just revert to, I mean, admittedly, now that we're more sort of veterans at our bar, we've a little less patience for people, you know, misbehaving and stuff. But still we try to handle it professionally and be polite. And if someone else is, you know, having an issue because of it, we make sure they're taken care of and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's good. Would you say, I was going to ask you, it was something to do with the newsletter again, because I know that there are some other things here as well. Now, this is on August 19th. You're going to be having, it's an East Dundee Village event again. It's Motor Monday Cruise Night.
Yeah, so
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, they do a car show on River Street, and they do that once a month too. Yeah, we're open on Mondays. That's sort of a new development for us. So you'll be able to come and get a drink and check out the car show. We've always in the past just been open for the car show because, you know, with this business, there's people there. But every Monday now, if you guys want to come down.
Very cool. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. If you love, especially if you love all those cars, and it says that they, in partnership with the Midwest Racing Preservation Association.
Yeah, there's some really cool cars out there sometimes.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's always cool cars, but sometimes there are extra cool cars. Yeah,
that's cool. What's your favorite time period? Like, if you like have a favorite kind of time period with cars?
I don't know. I'd probably pick like late 60s, early 70s muscle cars. I think are the coolest era.
Okay.
I'm not much of a car guy, but if I had
I'm not either.
If I had to pick one, that would probably be it.
Yeah, I would say for me, probably be the 20s.
The new cars?
The
20s.
Like the old
1920s.
The 1920s. The 2020s. The 1920s.
So you like super old, like on a 4 bicycle wheels?
Yeah. What is it? I think they call it the Tin Lizzie.
Yeah.
Those ones. Because I love old stuff.
Yeah.
If you've ever, my room in my house, the walls are filled with old family pictures of all dead people. I mean,
like
they're
super old
not
ones.
dead, but like they're like, you know, they're all like serious. And people, sometimes people are like, why do you have all of this stuff in your room? I'm like, I'm a collector.
So when you go to like an estate sale or like flea market, have you ever been to a vendor that just has just old photographs of people? Do you go through those and pick some out?
Oh yeah. Especially the really cool ones too, is especially if it's like local. So if you find like an old photo from Elgin, I'm pouncing on that right away.
Yeah.
or like from Dundee or St. Charles, those ones that are like more local in the area.
That's cool.
That and ones that are foreign. So if there's any from like Russia or Sweden or Finland, I'm like also on those too.
I don't remember where I was. I want to say it was when I was in Europe. Maybe it was in Amsterdam, but we were walking through town and stumbled upon a market, and one of the vendors had all these old pictures, but they're also like, there's a box of postcards, like super old postcards from like people writing postcards like during World War II and stuff like that, and that was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, I have a couple postcards and letters that were written. My grandfather was in World War II, and some of them it's unbelievable. Like they don't talk much about it like in the letters, but it's more so of just like the history of like knowing what they went through.
Yeah,
is crazy.
Yeah, and that glimpse into like personal life is always interesting. Especially sort of like when we're talking about like, I don't know, in my opinion, like war and soldiers and stuff like that. Because you sort of, I was thinking about this the other day, but like I was watching some history thing on YouTube, I'm sure. And I was like, because they just talk about the army. I was like, man, even like, 1,000 years ago, like those are all dudes with families and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And it's just weird to think about because they just talk about the army, right? As a single thing.
Yeah, or like the Civil War too. Like I have an ancestor that was in the Civil War, and he was discharged because he got sick. I think he had gangrene.
That does not sound fun.
And he had like 14 children.
Did they have to amputate a limb then?
I think so. I think I read that somewhere that they did.
I don't think you just come back from gangrene that easily.
I think they did have to amputate a limb. I do believe so. And he had like 14 kids, and they were all living in a small home. Yeah, so it's like crazy. The times are so different. And then it also helps you to appreciate like things now that you wouldn't. It's like, oh my gosh, wow, people really went through a lot back in those days.
Yeah.
I mean, like even for like adoption too, because like I was adopted from Russia, but like all the ancestors I talk about, it's through my adopted family.
Yeah.
And there's such a rich history. As for like birth family, they were like, I think they like lived in the middle of nowhere in Russia, and they were farmers. But anywho, it's like I had a great grandmother that was an orphan, and it was like she didn't get adopted. It was just like she was sent to the orphanage and then
grew up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, impressive. I always think about too when I'm doing like, I know we're getting super tangent here, but but speaking of being sort of appreciating technology and stuff, whenever I'm like doing a bunch of paperwork, actually like, here's why I was thinking about it. I closed on a house a couple of weeks ago, right? And when you close, there's all this paperwork. And so much of it I got to sign digitally, and right, it's all printed. I was like, man, can you imagine having to do all this paperwork written by hand?
Oh,
No thanks.
Yeah, the digital age we live in today, it's like, oh, I'm so grateful that we're able to just type it up and...
Yeah, next time you get frustrated that your computer freezes and you start blaming technology, just be thankful that you didn't have to handwrite a 30-page essay when you were in school.
Exactly.
You got to type it.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, quite an adventure in life. For sure. The time is 5:45. What we're going to do is we're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more in just a bit. Folks, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Attention all burger enthusiasts and game aficionados. Celebrate a century of excellence at Mott's Lounge, proudly serving the community for 100 years under 5 generations of passionate ownership. Sink your teeth into our hand-pressed fresh burgers bursting with flavor, crafted just the way you like them. And while you're here, enjoy our exclusive drink specials, perfect for toasting to our milestone anniversary. Plus, challenge your luck with our state-of-the-art gaming machines, adding an extra thrill to your visit. Join us at Mott's Lounge and be a part of history in the making. Here's to another century of great food, fun, and memories. Mott's Lounge, where every visit is a celebration. For more information, visit us online at mottslounge.com.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells. Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment.
800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. Call right now. Help is standing by. 800-694-1127.
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Massiano's Pizza and Pastaria of Elgin. There is one inexhaustible aspect of everyday life that never dulls, namely the simple pleasure of eating and drinking. Massiano's wants to make sure that this is the best part of your day. Visit Massianos.com and sign up to view their special offers all year long. Delivery, carry-out, or dine-in, enjoy it anyway, because life is good at Massiano's.
Beef Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com. Welcome back, folks, to Drink of the Day. Yes. Hopefully you're enjoying the day so far. Maybe you're inspired to get yourself a nice drink for the day today on your way out. You know, go to a nice bar. Encourage you to try out the Distance Social. Absolutely. Sounds like a good plan, right? Sounds good. So we got about 10 minutes left here, and I know what we were talking a little bit about here too is that you work with family members.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were talking. When we were, talking about where the name came from and stuff like that, right? Me and my dad came up with the business plan, but heavy support from my wife and my mom. My mom sort of does the books and some, she does like HR and payroll, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And my wife, Kelly, bartends with us. She does all the social media stuff. And then, some other random managerial duties. And then one of my sisters serves with us as well.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
So it's everyone in the family except one of my sisters who lives in Colorado.
Okay. Well, I bet it's fun. I'm sure, maybe do you and your sister like kind of pick on each other at times? Or is it not really that way?
I mean, yeah, it's more playful though with us.
Yeah, playful.
I mean, we've we grew up together, right? So we've had our fair share of actually being pissed at one another. But no, we get it now. We just mess around. But
yeah, it's that way with me too. I have a twin brother, So it's that way too.
Yeah.
It's just like little playful stuff that we do. Like he'll say stuff to me that like other people are like, oh my gosh. It's like, no, we're just playful about it.
Yeah.
And like, don't be saying that to. It's like, that's fine.
Yeah,
Go,
we know each other.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So,
but there's sort of pros and cons, I guess, to working with your family. There aren't many cons. Other than you're working with your family, right? So it's really sort of based on that dynamic.
Yeah.
But as far as like communicating within the business, it's much easier to, I can speak my mind about whatever we need for the business and not have to worry about like whether or not I'm being professional to my boss.
Right.
Really. This is just me and my parents chatting or me and Kelly chatting.
Absolutely. So folks, try it out if you never have before. The Distance Social. Visit their website, distancesocial.com. Absolutely. Now, we do have something here, too, that you did point out to me in the newsletter about the original recipe from Thomas's book about, what was it? It was...
it's the bartender's... It says on the other page the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it on the page?
Yeah, so we're looking at the newsletter again, and we do section in there called In the Spirit. We also do one called Whiskey Corner, and they're both just sort of fact and history little segments. But this one we did In the Spirit, and it's about the whiskey sour. And we have the original recipe, which is from the 1880s or something like that.
1860s.
60s, yeah.
Wow, so that was Civil War time period. That is really cool. It says here, just like several other cocktails, the whiskey sour origin story too comes from seafaring men. It says there, and there's even more detail on that as well. And then it does go into the original recipe there too. So it says, take 1 large teaspoonful of powdered white sugar dissolved in a little seltzer, seltzer or Apollinaris, is that right?
I have no idea what that is.
People know I am horrible at pronouncing words.
That sounds like an ingredient from 1860.
It says that water. It says, and then the juice is half small lemon, 1 wine glass of bourbon or rye whiskey. Fill the glass full of shaved ice, shake it up, and strain it into a claret glass. Ornament with berries. Ornament.
Yeah, that's like one of the first published cocktail books, I think, from the 1860s.
Wow.
Which is cool. And those old recipes are fun. Even if you've read any like kitchen recipes and stuff, there's no measures in it.
Yeah.
It's just like, whatever cup I have of whatever ingredient or a pinch of this and whatever, but they're kind of funny to translate.
Another thing too, because I love old history, is I'm sure during Prohibition, so many people like in the secret speakeasies invented new stuff too, and different flavors and textures.
Yeah, I think there was a sort of I don't know which era they consider the golden era of cocktails. It might have been sort of here in the 1860s, but there's a lot of cocktails that came out of Prohibition.
Yeah,
and it's just like. So the limitations probably of what people were able to get necessitated that they mix it up with something to make it taste better because it was probably low quality, and B, just to have more variety when you probably only have 1 barrel of one liquor at your speakeasy, realistically.
Right. Yeah, so it's definitely an interesting time, and I love the history of it too. I think it's so fascinating. But yeah, I mean, the thing is you can make a lot of different drinks. Do you have something do you have your own creation? Is there something like a signature creation that you have that you like?
Can't think of any off the top of my head. The lemon head though that we have on the menu is my own drink. That one's pretty good.
Oh, cool. What does that consist of?
So it's a limoncello brandy orgeat drink. Orgeat's like a almond syrup, and then we put a sour rim on it, and it actually tastes just like a lemon head, which is cool.
Really? Oh, that's
it's super
cool.
sweet, so it's not a drink that even though I like it and I designed it, not something that I would pluck away at regularly, but it is a very good dessert drink.
That's fun when you get to mix stuff, mix different drinks and flavors, and
it's fun. I mean, that's one of the most fun parts of the job. And sometimes we were talking about where cocktails come from, but a happy accident. I'll use a Bob Ross quote. I accidentally put 1 ingredient wrong, or mixed 2 wrong things together. So we got to start over, but we're going to taste that mistake.
Yeah.
No matter what, because it might be good.
Yeah, you never know. And the thing is there's it might be good for a couple people and maybe not for others. It just kind of depends. It's how everyone's taste buds and vibes go.
Yep.
Again, for me, it's more of like the fruity drinks, but this is really good. I'm glad we were able to make this today.
Super simple one. And I encourage you guys to try it at home because this is, I pretty much everything I bring is relatively simple and easy to make at home, but this one is for sure like super straightforward and simple.
Well, you know what? I'm in luck because I have ginger beer at home.
Perfect.
So I definitely think I'm going to try this. I don't know if I have the Irish whiskey at home. We do have a bar at home with some older drinks because our house used to be the party house.
Nice. Nice.
So our family room has a bar, and
you'll find something there that'll work.
We'll find something. I'm inspired now to try out my own little.
You were saying you like Crown. You could try one with Crown Royal. Bet that'd be good.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, so there's lots of different things that you can try out here too. Folks, go on out and support this awesome business. This is The Distance Social. Feel free to visit their website. That's thedistancesocial.com. Joey, thanks so much for coming on today.
Yeah,
I had a great time, and I'm glad we finally got to know each other more too.
Just seeing you in passing, but good to chat with you for sure, Matt.
Absolutely. So until next time, go on out and support them. This is again thedistancesocial.com. This does wrap it up here for WRMN's the midday drive and drink of the day. Stay for our next program, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your night. Take care, everyone.